Look at us. Starting at 9. Sharp. Ooh, ow, ow, ooh. You feel that? Oh, yeah. Sharp. 9 o'clock. Sharp. Look out. We got the duck. All praise the duck. Praise be. Should be a good show. Should be an actual show, like an actual episode. So that'll be fun. I mean, shenanigans and chicanery, or the fun mishmash of that, a portmanteau, if you will, clumsy as it may be. Chinanery, schmigadoon. That's what it's called. Chris would have loved that. He would hate this, though. Me actually getting to play a song. He'd hate that shit. He should be here in like 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna play some shit. I hope this is audible. You say you're complicated, might be an understatement. Foolishly I tried, and I think we got it right. You wanna pick a fight, gut me then twist the knife, leave me there to die. Alone in a crowded room with the thought of you looking up behind my home. This happened to me earlier today, though it never was. Happens to everybody. In the cards for us, you refuse to leave me alone. Own up when I'm mistaken, but you say you never make 'em. You were more than fair. Oh shit. You hooked me then cut me off. You're gone but still hurt me often. Nails in a buried coffin, struggling for air, alone in a crowded room with the thought of you lurking everywhere I go, though I never could do you any good. Oh, you refuse to leave me alone. Where's Chris when you need him, man? I'm really butchering this. I wrote it. We were so close. Could have been something to behold. Easy come, easy go. If you're not invested, it's probably best. Was I just a phase? Disposable part to be replaced? Did I throw my heart away? Used up and tossed on your pile of regrets? Sometimes even I need a break from me. Only so much you can take from me. shit. I try to move on without you. Try to forget about you. Give the space you need, but you keep on sniffing around, knowing it brings me down. I keep to my side of town. You won't let me be alone in a crowded room with the thought of you slipping in between the cracks. That was all you saw from behind your wall. Oh, you and I were always alone. 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 I hope that's audible. I mean, I can go check, I guess. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's coming through, so. Oh, did you hear that? There's a Sarah Bareilles song called She Used to Be Mine. It's about pie and unwanted pregnancy from the musical Waitress. Waitress! Not on Broadway anymore. Waitress! I learned to play that song on the piano, and it turns out it has the same chords as a song I wrote 10 years ago? Boy, maybe more than 10 years ago. No. Definitely not more than 10 years ago, because 2013 I didn't write anything, because I was going through some stuff. This is kind of referential to the stuff I was going through. Anyway. Yeah, see, now I'm peaking. And you always thought I peaked in high school. Never been strong enough to balance out my life. You came along and made the wrong things feel so right. You seemed like a friend, one that would be there till the end. Now I can't be long without your presence by my side. I'm a sucker for your touch. You could never be too much, too much. I don't wanna live without it. Don't have what it takes to say goodbye. Don't wanna think about it, no. Don't know if I could, were I to try. So many nights with you, alone beneath the stars. Oops, hold on. There he is. I put up a fight at first, but never fought too hard. Dance. I keep you around because the silence gets so loud. Too close to your light to see I may have gone too far. Alright, that's enough.
What? I was acting out the I was acting out the lyrics.
Excuse me, sir, the song's not over.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
I can't help but breathe you up. In so deep, you're in my blood, my blood. I don't wanna live without it. Don't have what it takes to say goodbye. Don't wanna think about it, no. Don't know if I could, were I to cry. You stained my lips, and now all my chips are down. I could never live without you, no. Without you, yeah, without you. And kids, that song is about substance abuse. Speaking of substance abuse, here's a substance I abuse. Chris Eric's here. Chris is here. He's here.
Well, I'm glad you realized that it's abusive. I mean, I
just assumed that that's my baseline.
Yes.
Where's my glasses? Okay, there they go.
Yeah,
Did you like the funky way I was wearing them?
I was going to tell you had something stuck in your hair. I wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Also, I don't know if you can tell, I got a left-handed keyboard. So that's a thing in typing, but that's not a thing with tickling of the ivories.
No.
Yeah.
Playing a piano the regular way doesn't bother me. Luckily,
yeah, because you're doing your hands. I guess you could use
a MIDI keyboard. You could just flip it.
You could flip it, right? Or you could use your.
You could smack it up and rub it down as well.
Okay, we're doing this now. It's that kind of show already. You just got here, and already the well has been poisoned.
I already broke it.
Yeah. 'Tis broke. Which means we must have gotten woke, because that's apparently what happens when you go woke. Go woke, get broke. That's really what happens, and it's not an algorithmic choice that all of these corporations are making to be like, hey, maybe we should put some black people in our commercials.
Yeah, I remember.
And they're like, hey, why are you trying to shove equality down my throat?
I had an otherwise very nice guy that I was chatting with today who he couldn't come out and say that his problem with superhero movies he hadn't seen was that he was aware that a couple of the characters who in the comic books were now portrayed by not white people.
Right, like MJ.
He just couldn't say it.
Iris
it's
West
just,
and yeah.
It just.
But not even like major characters. So what I want them to do, and I think they've teed it up like they did when they made the Master a woman, because they were going to make a Doctor a woman, and they were like, "See, we're going to do this. Get ready, nerds. Get your keyboard fingers warmed up."
Although Whittaker never had a chance.
Well, no. But like she didn't have a chance because of other factors. It's a real Hillary Clinton situation where yes, sexism played a role, but also there were fundamental problems with the show.
It's not nearly as bad as the Eternals. Like people were like, like The Eternals is bad, and other people are like, you don't like it because not
No,
white people
dude,
are
that
in
is
it.
so crazy. It's like, no, it's too long and
not
disjointed,
good.
and
It's not
the
good.
whole is not like the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. So like
And
there
you
are
have-
there are parts of good movies in that movie, but all together they don't make a good movie. Also, why did Kumail Nanjiani just fuck off for the last 30 minutes of the movie?
No
he was just like,
idea.
I'm not gonna do this. Everybody else was there, and he
It's
didn't
like-
even have a reason. He was just like, nah.
Thanks for paying me to get buff. but
Right,
I'm
get
outta here.
shredded, and now I have to be this way forever.
He's like,
I liked his little friend who was following him around doing a documentary.
yes.
Yes, that was great.
He's
But you know,
great.
again, there's
He's
parts of these
fantastic,
things that are great. I love Brian Tyree Henry in pretty much anything he does.
I don't know that name. Which
He's
person was that?
he's Paperboy from Atlanta. He was
was that-
Fastos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's the guy who
yeah.
built stuff. Yeah,
My-
he was like,
my
I made an
beard's-
engine.
My beard's doing weird shit today. I'm not.
Okay. You want to go full screen? Show everybody. Yeah, let's do that.
No, I don't.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I thought about it, realized I wasn't there.
Well, alrighty then.
So we'll be joined by a special guest.
Yes,
in
I
approximately
spoiled
14
it.
minutes.
I spoiled it in the
Did you?
in the episode
yeah,
title.
But I'm here now. What's the episode title?
An actual episode? Because there's like a format and shit. And I
Have
actually
we
started
decided
with
what
songs.
we're asking
and-
him?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because I'm sure we could have done this months ago.
Did I do a good job?
Well, I asked him already. I asked him
okay.
yesterday. Yeah.
You asked him all his questions?
I just asked him. Yeah, I did all that. Look, I'm a professional interview man.
Did you do pre-interview?
No, I'm not pre-interview man. That's my dad. Oh, speaking of relations and things, we were talking about
We were?
yes, we were talking about like diverse casting and you know, like non-racial you know, parameters to look to be confined to. They made Kang black. Kang is Nathaniel Richards. Nathaniel Richards is Reed Richards' great
Right,
grandson
right.
or grandfather. Depends on the universe you're in. Sometimes.
Yeah, but we don't know who Reed is being played by.
Well, what I'm saying is they may cast Reed black.
I don't know that actor.
Reed Black. He's a new up and comer. I think
know
he's
what's-
going to be Reed Richards. Yeah.
You know, it's a goddamn shame. He's already done it, but you know who'd be a great... I mean, he's already been in the MCU. Fucking Killmonger would be
Oh,
a
they
great...
wasted him. I mean, like he was a
Yeah.
great villain, and like
I
he
didn't
was
like Killmonger.
he was the
I
most
thought he was kind of whiny.
Well, he had because he was whinging about colonialism, which everybody knows. It's like if you're woke already, then you kind of are like, yeah, that's the way the world. The Bo Burnham thing. That is how the world works. That's how it works, bud. Yeah, do a coup, but like shut up about it. Just do your coup and then do the thing.
I wanna throw out something completely unrelated. I want to give 2 examples of why I don't tend to participate in St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Not all the other attendant things. They involve props. Here's one.
It was a prop extravaganza today. Okay, hold on. We're gonna blow you up now.
Now,
Yes, Guinness.
suddenly I look kind of Irish with this.
But
But
okay,
now come back.
hold on.
I'd say it's high. Okay, now go back in.
It is high time. Yes.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am fully
Terminally
half,
Irish.
Yeah. I'm fully half and look what, like 80% Irish.
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
hat?
the Irish in you soaked up the Jew in you, and so it's like it's
Kick the shit out of the Jew in
soaked
me,
it
if
up
you
like a
will.
potato.
Ooh.
I didn't do
don't-
so. I had my matinee coffee house thing. Wasn't too high this time, so that's great.
Too
but
high, too high. Sorry.
But I gotta play a show.
That again, going out on a limb. Hot take. Stevie Wonder, good at music.
Yeah, he's the closest thing we've had in pop music to like a Mozart.
He's
I think.
he has to be in the conversation of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
unlike so many others that people consider that way, apparently not a problematic person, just a good guy.
Apparently, he's just a good fucking guy.
Yeah, and
Which
you know
is
what?
so rare.
That we
for
used to
having
have that.
for having like a 50-year-long career.
Yeah, Fingertips was a hit when he was 12.
Right, exactly.
So he
Little
had a
Stevie.
hit.
Yes.
Yeah, Little Stevie Wonder.
And then okay, Intervisions, Songs in the Key of Life,
Die,
Talking Book,
No,
and
the run.
Hotter Than July are like
What?
Front-
Did you just bring Hot in July into the conversation? That's not even close to the great stuff.
It's pretty fucking good. It's not front to back like the first
It's
three I
Music
said.
of My Mind up to Fulfilling This First That one, you know?
No, I don't. Because because he has like 30 albums. And 20 of them came out in the 70s.
Yeah. It is crazy the run. He went on that insane run, like those
first three I mentioned though are like fucking
they're unassailable.
No, they are like top tier
You don't get
album.
people.
I'm sure a bunch of them made. I know Songs in the Key of Life made the whatever Rolling Stone bullshit list.
Yeah, bullshit list.
Yeah, it is a bullshit list though.
Yeah, it's such a bullshit list. Well, you know,
Look, man, I like the Beatles too, but do 5 of their albums need to be in the top 15?
If I never heard them mentioned ever again, they weren't just my favorite band, they were my only band for a while there, but if I never fucking hear about them in any context ever again, I'm totally fine with that. Although I will say the run that he had from now we're talking, but it's fucking
Tower Knocking.
Music of My Mind and Talking Book came out in the same year.
That's what I'm saying. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
And then that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And Inner Visions is 73. Fulfillingness is first finale.
I have not heard that.
It's got Boogie on Reggae Woman and You Haven't Done Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know the songs.
You know Haven't Done Nothing.
Nope.
You've heard it. Yep.
Probably heard it.
You can't help it. You know it. And then there's like Songs in the Key of Life.
Songs in the Key of Life, a fucking double album, and front to back, that shit is fucking dope. Is that the one with fucking
It's got Isn't She Lovely on it?
Oh, yeah.
Which it has As on it.
Oh my god.
It's got Loves in Need of Love Today.
Oh my god, dude.
It's
Front
got
to back, that shit.
It's got Sir Duke and I Wish on it.
Yeah. No.
Fucking.
I think Songs in the Key of Life for me is his top. But I don't have Music of My Mind. I know half the tracks off of it.
Music of My Mind is a weird one because it's great, but it doesn't have any hits on it.
Well, Evil is one of my favorite songs by him.
It's the one that Talking Book opens with You're the Sunshine of My Life.
Talking Book is like 9 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all fucking great.
10 tracks.
10. Okay, what doesn't it end
the
with
Platonic Ideal?
Is Living for the City in Talking Book? Is that in Inner
no.
Visions?
It's on one of the other ones. No, you know what it closes with? It closes with I Believe.
Oh, Jesus, that's right. Fuck.
And the funny thing is, the song is fine. The hook is transcendent.
And he does the hook for half the goddamn song.
Because
he's like,
you have
I know where this bread is buttered. It's gonna be a fucking 5.5-minute song, and half of the song is just gonna be the chorus at the end. When you know,
when
you know.
you nail it like that, you're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you know, you know. But that one, like High Fidelity, has become a little problematic.
The film?
Over time. Yeah.
Did you watch the Zoe Kravitz version?
I haven't gotten to see that yet. How is
it's
it?
on Hulu. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
I've heard wonderful
it went for
things.
tooth seasons.
It is strange where at a certain angle
Strange.
it's just oh, that's Lisa Bonet.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Sometimes
but
it's
every
like,
once in a while.
She looks kind of like Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Lisa Bonet. Right.
It's like Lenny Kravitz is a hot woman.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's weird.
He would pass, basically.
Yeah, totally pass. Even now.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Like a clean shave, Lenny Kravitz would pass.
Those are some hot flashes.
He's
baby,
pretty, man.
He's in his 60s.
He's pretty.
He's in his
you know who
60s.
else is fucking pretty?
Who's that?
Colin fucking Farrell. I was thinking about it today. I was talking about comic books.
He's a beautiful man.
Stuff with this guy who's I might like work on a film with. I don't know. He's a student. He's a student. You need to watch fucking Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Heather is so great. I'm a student.
I have to go back, but I've been watching.
You've been watching New Girl. I know it's about to leave Netflix.
So many
you're
people
fine.
have shown up on that. Lake Bell shows up for
in
one.
like season 1.
Yeah, I'm still in. I just got into season 2, but so many people in
Alexandria Daddario shows up on that show.
I haven't seen her yet. I did see the girl who I think is amazing, but her name flies out of my head.
Oh, is Ali Wong?
I haven't seen her yet.
She's.
Although
I think she's.
Esther Pavitsky plays like a middle school student, and I think she's 20 at the time.
Oh man, she's
which is
she's so good.
She's so funny.
Everything I see her in.
She was so
but like
great.
in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, she is.
She's great in that. She's always great.
But I saw her star in something, and she was fucking great.
I know the thing you're talking about.
I can't remember. I recently watched it on my carousel of the streamies.
Yeah, it's a lot. But the one I'm thinking of, she's the one who's the
She's
narrator.
also in Dollface, and she's great in that.
Dollface. That's the one that I loved the first season and couldn't watch the second season.
Oh man, I thought the second season they just really
Grabbed me.
leaned into the
Just
fucking
didn't grab
weird
me.
shit.
I don't know what it is.
I love
You know
the
how it
cat
is.
lady. It's
How
so
many
weird that
times-
there's just a cat lady there.
How many times have you been in the car and
Yes.
you're really into a song halfway through the song, and for whatever reason you get out of the car, you come back into the car, song starts back up, and you have to skip the song because it's not there anymore. I just lost the groove of the show.
I see.
It's
I
not
see.
the show's fault.
That's happened with a couple anime for me.
It happened to me with Atlanta. I fucking
understand.
loved Atlanta.
And you know what?
then
I
would-
just finished it after sitting on the last like 4 or 5 episodes. It's the back half. Season 4, I think, is fucking solid.
I gotta
think it is.
You know what? That's one that I just have to start from
Yeah,
the
just start it
beginning
over
again.
because
Yeah.
it's great. It
Yeah.
really is. Like
It is.
I was so hesitant because of the drama. There wasn't really any drama. Like everybody left on good terms, and he's coming back for the Community movie. But like when
Is
he
he
left,
really?
yes, he is.
Oh, I'm so
Of course
glad
he
to
is.
hear
Of
that.
course he is. Like he did the table read when Pedro Pascal played Walton Goggins' character in season 5 with the lie detector thing when Pierce dies, and
Yeah.
it turns out he jerked off himself to death, which is the funniest fucking thing because he gave everybody a thermos full of semen, and then he
Right.
died from dehydration.
Oh, hey, Rowan's asking where he logs in. Do you want to send him the
I
login
sent you.
information?
You forward him the thing. I don't have his email. I sent
Wait,
that
you
as
want me to do it?
as a note. I sent it in the thing.
I don't read.
Oh,
I don't read, and I don't help.
okay. Well, then
Oh,
could
wait.
you just
Please forward to Rowan. Don't have his email. Now you fucking tell me.
you mean 40 minutes ago?
Was I here 40 minutes ago?
Did you have
No.
an email address 40 minutes ago?
Hey, I don't use labels because it has
Okay.
a button that says labels.
I don't see color.
I
And
use.
so-
That's weird, because I'm kind of reddish right now. I'm sorry you're missing out on that. You know what? I use a computer so rarely, and I'm not kidding. I use it so rarely that I'm in Gmail. I'm like, how do you forward things?
Oh, must be nice.
Well, you don't.
Actually, you know what? Gmail's interface on the computer is not, the desktop interface is not as streamlined, I think, as the phone one. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't. I just don't. I don't spend computer time. It just doesn't. It's not a thing I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him know.
You watch stuff on your. Do you use your computer to watch stuff, or do you have like a box?
Email. I tend to watch stuff on a television because I'm 100.
Right, but like
After
you-
that, it's usually my iPad.
Well, I'm saying,
I didn't open this computer for a solid couple of years until we started live streaming.
Right, but I'm saying you don't watch terrestrial television.
no,
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
No.
You still use the services because you talked about
Yeah.
fucking Schmigadoon, which I just watched the first episode of, and
Isn't it
my
wonderful?
cheeks hurt from smiling.
Oh, it's so great.
It's such a joy, and I
I
can't
don't
wait
wanna-
to watch the rest
I don't
of it.
wanna
Don't say
oversell
fucking
it.
anything about it. Did you watch Severance? Because I just finished that. It's fucking incredible.
I heard it was great.
It's really weird, and it's fucking
that-
like
Oh wait, we didn't make it back to the actor I was talking about who showed
never
up
will.
on, and we never. No, we will because she's the narrator in Fleischman.
Lizzie Kaplan.
Yes.
Yeah.
She shows up for a few episodes.
Yes, she does. She's a professional businesswoman.
His girlfriend.
Yes,
and
yes.
she's so great, and she slots in so perfectly.
I think that's something they do like on a justified level. I think that show does it where they can just slot in these pretty
Wait,
great...
I'm talking about New Girl, just to be clear.
I am too.
Oh, good.
They slot in
I
these...
thought you weren't a fan.
When Megan... What? No, I love New Girl.
Fan.
I've seen it
because
3
you
times.
were yelling at me to watch.
You should watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend because it's one of the best shows ever fucking made. And New Girl is fun.
I'll get there when I'm ready. And the
Rowan's
other,
here.
the other
Shut up.
problem. Sorry.
Sorry. Hello, Rowan. We're talking about New Girl. Okay, keep talking then, Chris.
Are we allowed to talk to you?
Yes,
while
you're
you do
allowed to
things?
talk.
Sorry,
Can he hear us?
I
I'm the
forgot to
captain now.
change a setting.
It's okay.
So I
Hey,
can't
everybody,
hear
we
you
have a
just
guest.
yet.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
we don't
Hold
have
on.
a guest yet.
Hold on. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you out. You're not
There
in
we go.
this. You're not in this anymore. Hold on.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. And I don't know how to boot you. I want to boot you from the. I want to boot you from the screen, but I don't know how because I was gonna introduce you and make it be all professional.
Oh,
Anyway,
you guys had already started.
Rowan's
oh, my
here.
goodness.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah, I've
told
been
you.
going for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, this is you're the special segment, Rowan. You can
Right.
when-
you can
whenever
you can leave
whenever
you
you've had
want.
enough of this bullshit, you feel free because we
Yeah.
were just in the middle of talking about guest actors who were on the first season of New Girl. So we're really doing the
We're really doing the
stuff
Lord's
here.
work here. We're really doing. Yeah.
And wait, I need to show Rowan the Irish thing real quick.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Chris is going to explain
Rowan,
to you why.
This is why I don't tend to participate in St. Patrick's Day. Well, for lots of reasons. But here's me, and then here's me in a hat.
It works, though.
As Jules said, the Irish just sucks all the Jew out of me. So you're lucky I gave you that dust card, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's what this segment is called.
Oh yeah, and I just found out. Yesterday because time has no meaning.
It's
but
flat circle, man.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I got a banner for that.
Time is a flat circle.
We've
Ooh,
done this
spoilers.
so much. I pretty much have a banner for everything.
Yes, and Jules, spoilers. Spoilers.
Doops. That's one of the first ones I did.
If I get up and move around occasionally, it's because I have multiple spinal issues. I found out. One of which includes osteoarthritis.
Oh,
So I'm in a middling amount of pain at the moment. So if today or on Monday I get up and walk around a little more than usual, it's because ow. And shit's
Yeah.
going like this. And I didn't know. Apparently I have the spine of a 60-year-old wrestler.
You should go to space. Get that shit spaced out. When people come back from space, their bones are all stretched out and they're
I feel
taller,
as
but
though-
their muscles
And
are shit.
And Rowan,
This
if
is
I,
all a
if I
segue for
see
this-
you,
for this
yes.
banner.
Ain't nothing but- if I Rowan, if I see you over this coming year at some point, and I seem shorter than before, there's a reason for that. Apparently, it's only a matter
Turning
of
into
time.
a leprechaun. Oh.
Hey,
Oh, get a little potato. Oh, is that a
Is this
potato
better?
I see?
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
There you
right
go.
there. That's good.
So yeah, that's
And
that's
Rowan's the only one of us that plays Irish music.
I feel like if I wear that hat, it's almost too much of a gimme, like to play Irish music. The bass player back in the Honest Mistakes was a 6 foot tall ginger named Kevin Riordan. And if I wore
man.
yeah,
I feel
and
it.
if I wore that hat, I looked just as Irish as him. Like really, really. And if I wore tweed, I had him knocked out of
So
the park.
that's the thing. Like the only problem with your hat is that it's like a solid fabric. It needs
No,
to be like
I
a
had-
herringbone or like
that
like
was
a
the
tweed.
one I had back
Yeah.
then. I had a herringbone one. It was.
I got
full-on
one of those.
Kevin's
You can
mom.
borrow
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I'll
just
take
come
it.
over
Well,
and
I don't
pick
know
it
if Rowan runs into these issues because we're getting into the important stuff. But as a man of pate, if you will, the inside of the hat has to be comfortable
Yes.
You got all that stuff on the top of your head, Jules, and you don't feel the.
I shaved
things
my head
against-
once though because I
you?
had some psoriasis scalp issues.
Sure,
And so I like had
sure.
bald patches start. So I just shaved the whole
no.
thing and just let it grow out. Yeah.
You can't just. That was. Sorry, I got a little flutter.
It's
I got a
good
little
now.
flutter. I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
It's good now. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So Rowan, welcome to our weirdness.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
this. It's
Thank
this.
you for having me here.
Thank
Imagine
you so much for coming.
Imagine the Vaughn.
And I'm so sorry.
But there's not you.
Imagine
in
the
charge.
bits in Vom where Jules and I are off on our merry way and just excise that and put it into a different part of the internet. And that's
refine
pretty
it,
much this.
condense it, and this is like that. Extract.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Second time I've
no.
referenced that this evening.
Look, Rowan, it's hard to frame. That's what we're doing.
Oh, Rowan, what are you drinking?
Uh-oh.
What are you boying? Well, I am drinking Finlagen Scottish bloody malt whiskey.
I like that you're going against the grain and having something Scottish.
Aye, bloody Scottish, mate. But when I bought it, I was doing an Irish accent. I didn't do it to the person, but
good.
the person that was the cashier next to the cashier serving me was doing an Irish accent. He was a black American man, probably from DC or something, and doing it to a white lady. And
Wait, he was a black man doing an Irish accent?
it was great. I mean,
So
it was terrible.
Okay,
He
that's
was
what
Was
I
he
was
singing
gonna
any
add.
Thin Lizzy while he did it?
No, but he was telling a joke about how the Irish are incestuous.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, everybody is, right?
Sure, why not? There's only so many people on an island. The weird thing is, I am fully half Irish. Not that I need to convince you of that now,
Yeah,
but
you're all right.
the weird thing
You're
is,
not stealing
right?
valor here.
Yeah, no. There's so much Scottish pop music that I love that I have, and like between that and the Rolling Hills, I'm worried that if Joylene wants us to go to like different countries, and I feel like if we got to Scotland, that would be the one where like, no, you can't make me leave, no. It's like, but just between Delamitri and Travis and Teenage Fan Club, and then those hills, I'm like, oh god damn it. There's really a lot of music that I love from there. As you can see, we cover a lot of ground. Yeah, Lizzie Kaplan, she was great, kind of heartbreaking in that first season of New Girl.
Look, man, when you have a show where you care about characters, you care what happens to the
matters.
characters, as opposed to The Office, where I couldn't find any of them relatable, and it was just
can't
cringe
watch-
comedy.
I
well,
can't
you don't
watch
like
any
the
of those
you don't
shows.
like this
I
is
don't
the
like a
thing.
mockumentary.
Chris doesn't like the mockumentary style.
don't.
I've
I
tried
don't
to get
enjoy
him to
it.
watch Abbott Elementary because A, it's phenomenal, and B, the premise
To be fair,
behind the
you
reason the
mentioned
cameras are
it,
there.
and I heard great things about it. I just
And it won
hadn't gotten
trophies
there
and
yet.
shit. So
Yeah,
And
sure.
Donald Glover literally said he hated Quinta Bronson for making the show to her face, in jest. You know how like when
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Rowan, you have songs that you've written and things that you do where I'm like, well, I should stop doing music. Fuck you. Don't do this.
no.
You're making everybody look bad.
Hey,
no, it's a
one of-
compliment.
I
You're
will
great,
say,
Rowan. We
I-
love you.
I won't go that far, but somebody's
Yes,
somebody's
you will. Just not
bandmate,
here now.
someone's bandmate on this live stream gave me one of the nicest compliments that I've ever gotten, which was, "I kind of hate you a little bit for those songs." And I'm like, "Thank you." Like that's
That's Zach
up with-
Parkman, right?
that's up there with "Don't You Dare Stop That," and "You'd Be So Attractive If You Didn't Speak" for like the greatest compliments I've ever gotten.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
I
those.
think everybody knows that about me, so no one really feels the need to say it. And I make it known that I know.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody!
No. No, what I appreciated that one very much. Yeah. Although go ahead. Yes, question in the back. Yes.
Oh, me?
So,
no, I
Rowan,
was gonna
thank you so
totally-
much for
That's what
joining
I was
us.
going
This
to do.
has
Was,
been a great
was talk to
segment.
Rowan.
This has been wonderful.
All right, we'll see you later. That's your 10 minutes,
all right.
and
So-
get out of here.
Hey,
No.
wait, I think we have a specific I'm so glad he didn't log off, but that would have been so fucking
Oh,
fun.
man, that'd be so good. We've done bits like that here.
Yeah,
where, like,
very
yeah,
much. Oh, the endings.
Yeah, the
like
endings
when you're
are
going
good.
to start a song.
When I'm,
like,
yeah.
we managed to get in 2 songs each on the last one, and that's only because
It was
we
3 hours
hit
long.
3 hours
Yeah.
of live stream.
And again, this one may go that long. Rowan, you can leave.
Yeah, you bail when you need to
whenever
bail.
you want.
The 2 of us are obviously working through some shit.
Yeah.
So we understand. If you bail, if you just like, if you're gone and you text me, sorry, I couldn't take any more of the shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't blame you. It's
No,
okay.
no.
I just
will
ask
have
that
to.
you're-
I will have to go before like 11:30
Oh.
because I have to get
Okay.
up early.
Oh,
Yeah, I understand.
No,
You're headed to
we'll
the land
ring
of
you out
Brook
before then.
tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to Brooklyn tomorrow.
New York City. We were just
Yeah,
talking
get it
about
op-
Stevie Wonder. You remember
Yeah.
the what's the Just Enough for the City?
Just enough for the city.
Yeah, Living for the City is the name of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that on Music of My Mind? Is that on Inner
You're
Visions?
asking such good questions.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because
He
we were
had
just
that-
going down a rabbit hole
Yeah,
of like
he
how
had- it
Stevie
turns
Wonder
out-
for like 5 or
Yeah.
6 years
Untouchable,
just was
unimpeachable.
unassailable
Yeah.
and just
Well,
like the best.
We went
the
out on a
best
limb, and you
songwriter
don't have to
musician.
commit to this, but we said on the internet that Stevie Wonder is really good at music.
He is.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
he
we're all gonna
remains
get canceled
good at
now.
music. I know. Hey, you can't say anything anymore, guys. I just said that I liked Stevie Wonder's music. And yeah, and people are going to come for me. Hey, I didn't hate Skeletons. Remember the single he had, Skeletons?
No,
Nobody.
I wasn't
Apparently
alive
you
yet.
hate skeletons because yours is crumbling.
Hey, I didn't give you a dust pass, man. I'm sorry. Hey, I didn't give you a dust pass, man.
No, he's crumbling under his own weight.
I'm crumbling under the weight of expectations and gravity.
I don't get
'Cause,
no
you know,
respect.
So I saw on Facebook that you said that you're eating cheese now. Is that because you need dairy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calcium. Yeah. Good times. Because I don't. Joylene's like, so you're eating cheese now? I'm like, okay. Because it turns out I didn't give a shit. I just didn't really like it. Although I will say I've been lying to myself about vegan cheese on pizza. It tastes like snot. But regular cheese on pizza, quite good.
As someone who is allergic to milk, therefore
Oh.
cannot partake in cheese, therefore I am not parcheesy.
My
I'm
brother
afraid
doesn't
you
like cheese.
bored us a little bit there.
Okay, thank you. This is not a
Are
game.
you trying to game the system?
Are you
Is that what's
playing a game?
But yeah,
Anyway,
that
I've-
Stevie
I've-
Wonder
I've
guy was really
tried-
good at music.
I've tried.
He put out Music of My Mind and Talking Book both in 1972.
Yeah, and then Music of My Mind was the next year.
No, Music of My Mind and Talking Book was 1972.
I mean, not Music of My Mind. Songs in the Key of
73.
Life.
Inner Vision 73. Fulfilling This is First was
Yep.
74. And then he got all fucking lazy. Nothing in 75.
What a
What
monster.
the fuck, Steve?
What a monster.
And then Songs of the Key of Life. It was a double album. So
It's a double album, so he made up for the lost time. Yeah,
But then he decided to, I don't know, do other things. And Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants is in 79. And shit's just weird. And then 80 is Hotter Than July. Although, oddly, Anderson Paak, is that how you say his name?
Yes.
Paak. He has a chest tattoo of the cover of Hotter Than July on his chestal area, just to be clear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than Roger Stone's Nixon back tattoo. Or is it?
Although it does have
Yeah.
Master
out.
Blaster on it. But it's got a happy birthday on it, which I always liked.
It's good.
But it's
It's
not
better
great.
than the other one.
Don't Drive Drunk.
No, Happy Birthday, the song by the whatever the sisters are
Agree to disagree.
That's
Although,
a terrible song. You're a
I
monster.
liked Woman in Red. I liked that song. We're going through the shit.
Yeah, now you're just doing a listicle. Rowan, let's get to this now. Let's
Rowan, yes,
do
let's
it.
talk about
We're
Rowan.
gonna put you on blast.
Yeah,
Do
put
you
you on
have
blast.
Do you have any plugs? Let's get
Do
that
I
out
have
of the
any
way.
plugs? I play in a band called Ilyami, and we're doing
What?
a
Who?
show tomorrow night.
Big fan. Big fan of the band, the people
And where-
involved, and the place you're going.
Where might this show be?
It's in New York City,
What?
in Brooklyn, and it's the show is called Voices in the Heights. So pretty excited about that.
Wait, you're
I
in the
haven't been-
Heights?
I haven't been to New York City in something like, probably 3 or 4 years now. So
It's amazing how time gets away on that.
Did you go for work last time you went?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So
For us, work is music, everybody, but it's not, because if you
Well,
love
for
what
some
you
of
do,
us,
you
it's
don't
just a
fucking work
joyful
day in your life,
thing.
blah, 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 blah.
And we just, some of us.
it can be both. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be
I don't
both.
understand.
Wow.
I don't understand.
What a world.
You're saying words that I know individually, but at that order, it's very confusing. And it's like, did you just start speaking Tagalog? Like, what was happening?
Yeah,
What?
tagalongs. They're great Girl Scout cookies.
Super tasty.
Yeah.
Super tasty.
So what are the details of this show besides
All right.
just a
The
general
deets and dates, if you
burrow?
will.
Yeah, and a 2-day period.
It is tomorrow night at 7:30.
Okay.
It goes till 10.
Saturday,
we're playing-
March 18th.
March 18th, and we're playing with KJ Denham. And I haven't looked her up yet, unfortunately.
It's a
but-
person, not a
no,
band.
no, KJ Denham.
Not a place
And
or thing.
it's at the First Unitarian Congregational Society.
Man, this is a lot of shit you're throwing at me. That
Well,
it's making this a
so-
very interesting endeavor. I
So
wish
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah.
It seems. I
So
hope. I mean, I know
which,
Rob will take pictures.
Yeah, which incarnation of the band will this be? Because you
yeah.
have a
6
voluminous
players.
group.
Yes.
Sometimes 7 if Jimmy Stewart's there.
Oh, hey, what are
He
we
almost
all
feels
building
like-
and loan? Jimmy
Now,
Stewart.
he feels like, tell me if I'm wrong here. Obviously I'm wrong. But in the times I've seen him do things with you guys in video, obviously, he almost feels like an honorary ancillary off to the side, sometimes Y member, because he fit in so well with the things I heard him do.
Like Lizzie Kaplan in New Girl.
Such a great job. Ducked in, ducked out. No, I'm curious about that because every once in a while, I see you guys play with the Tycho people, which is baffling
Yeah.
and yet
Mark.
works. And yet
Yeah,
works.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think really I credit that mostly to Jimmy because he's just that good. He can just
Fucking
like, fit
versatile,
in.
man.
Yeah.
But you can be good and not fit, if that makes sense.
Case in point, right here.
Yeah, that guy. That
I
guy.
don't fit anywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't even know
This
we're
is my
here right
channel,
now.
and I feel like an
He
outcast.
doesn't even know we're here.
It's great.
But although
Yeah,
it,
he
it had
he knows how to slot in, and
Yeah.
that's an amazing talent.
And to be that interesting of a solo instrumental performer, which is really hard to come by.
Yeah, man.
I will say, my lovely wife isn't a huge music fan. Great singer, favorite singer of all time. Not a huge music fan. Like she doesn't have the encyclopedic interests that, well, the three of us have. I know you guys are into a lot of different things too. And oddly enough, into a bunch of the things that I'm not into. Like Rowan, we've talked music stuff,
Yeah.
which I find it interesting. I took some time with sounds I thought I didn't like. Like I thought I didn't like country music. Turns out I was wrong. Hadn't been listening to the right country music. I was listening to the wrong people. But
No,
my point there was she picked out Jimmy Stewart. She's like, what I have a thing on, and she just puts up with it because she's procreated with me, so she's stuck.
that's in the contract. Yeah.
It's in the contract. But she's like, I like that. What's that? I like him. And like whenever he was on, I'd make a point for her to hear it. And it's rare that somebody can be that interesting of the whole show, but also slot so well into other
Yeah.
situations. The stuff that I've heard of his duo, I also think is quite good.
Has she? That's what I was about to ask. Has she heard "Quiet the Mountain" stuff?
I don't think she has.
Because,
I
like,
may have
it's-
to find
it-
some.
Because Jimmy's stuff is so, and we should have him on. Jimmy's stuff, he's too busy. Not to Rowan, you're great. You're great. You're just really nice. And
No,
Jimmy
you just
doesn't
keep
know us
digging
that well.
hole, buddy. You just keep going.
And Jimmy's white, so God.
I thought I was the only white.
No, you're the white
allowed
supremacist.
on here. You only let the half Jews on.
Yeah. No, in a drop more and ugh.
What now? I didn't hear what you said.
What's up?
What happened?
No, Jimmy's stuff. his solo stuff is so expansive and so like it creates a soundscape, like it's a whole thing. It's
And
some
it's
shit that I
interesting.
need to do with a loop pedal that he does by himself with a Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, like he's got his pedals and stuff, and he's got that awesome pedal that like mimics a mic and reverb, and then
Yes,
feeds it
that
back
thing.
into the guitar, and he runs his mic through that too. It's fucking great. He's got a great
fascinating.
setup.
So anyway, Rowan, what are you up to musically these days?
Anyway, shut up. You'd think that that it wouldn't go well with words, but I'm a professional interview man. I will
You are
mute you.
doing such a good professional interview man job.
yeah.
But I wanted to suggest
Oh,
our
no,
next
me.
segment
I'm-
with Rowan. Well, you have to get the you have to be at the ready. How easily can you get to your different banners?
Me? Oh no,
No,
I'm on
I
it.
was asking professional interview man.
Yes, I got
Okay.
him. I got him.
I'm like,
Are you
oh,
ready?
I don't have any banners. I'm like, oh,
No,
like,
because you're so used to running the show. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
no,
stripped down.
no,
I'm
no.
like, I don't have any
Oh, yeah,
controls.
cancel culture. You got to be
a great
mindful
one.
of that.
That's a good one.
No, the one I was going to ask for is we are going to get into our in-depth
yes.
interview program.
Yep.
And the part of it. What's your fucking deal, Rowan Corbett?
What's my fucking deal?
What's your deal, man? What's up?
Take it however you need to.
No, that's the full extent of the interview.
That's all you get.
That's all you get.
We back off for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and
you
you
get-
just go. Give us content, Rowan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shit.
I would say
That's my fucking deal.
Yeah.
Jokes.
deal.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert, who is a performer, which is, which is a weird thing.
But it's more
um,
common than you'd think.
It is
And
more
you're
common
a
than
true,
you think.
but you're like a true introvert in my experience with you. Like I am introverted, but I have a loud button and I could hit. Like now.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, but I'll be no. You haven't seen it yet. I've been so reserved. I don't know, but like you have that. Like when I became friends with you, like I wasn't aware. I thought you were quiet, but you're actually introverted, which I didn't know until I got to know you, which
yeah.
I found really interesting.
And it's a interesting. Well, I would say not interesting, but like it's a weird. For me, it's a weird thing because like I do like people in general, but like I tend to like to be left to my own devices so I can like work on stuff a lot. And these days, since I have like a full-time job
And a
right now,
family.
Yeah,
and a family, it's
Yeah.
been really hard to write over the last 6 months or even work on music, just because I don't have those chunks of time to do it. Like, I need to have time to like order my space and, and like withdraw from the world for a little while before I can actually do any of that stuff. And I'm just not getting that right now, which is really unfortunate. But I'm trying to make space for it again. So like trying to find
tough. Yeah.
the work art balance, So
Are you have you moved forward at all on your solo recordings? Is that one of the things
I
you're
have a
talking about?
lot of scratch tracks down. And Rob and I have been working a little bit here and there on stuff. But
Now, is that
yeah.
the Hostel and Ruin recordings that you were talking about, or is that full solo you stuff?
Well, there is the Ilyami album. So we're working on an Ilyami album, and I've been recording my own stuff as well. And the scratch tracks, I'm actually sort of planning to sort of split them off. There'll be Ilyami versions of songs.
That was what I was about to ask. Is like,
And then there'll
is
be
your stuff
solo
finally
versions.
going to be on an
Ooh.
Ilyami album? Which
Yeah.
I'm so.
Now, something of
That
yours
is
showed
awesome.
up on the live recording for Rob's birthday, right?
Yes. So the last show we did as a full band before the pandemic started ended up becoming an album. And I have a
Such
couple
a
of
good
songs
listen.
in that. Yeah.
That's a really good
That's
listen.
rad.
Yeah.
Is that on the on
It's
Rob's
the New Deal one. It's on Bandcamp, isn't it?
stream thing?
Yeah.
Like
Bandcamp.
to watch, like because I would want to watch it.
Actually, you might be able to.
Was
I'll
it a
have to
full?
check.
Was it a full band experience?
It's back on Bookface
It was a full band experience.
somewhere.
Yeah, all of us were there.
You
Okay.
guys streamed it at one point and did like a live commentary thing I want to say.
Because like Rob maybe did. Was it possible that Rob like put it up on the?
It is possible.
Yeah.
Trying to
I don't
see
know.
if I can find it.
I don't know.
He would want nothing to do with this, by the way, Rob.
Oh yeah, no. This specific thing. Yeah, no.
just
He would.
us,
What
yeah.
he would do is he would be like a drop in, and then he'd play a couple songs,
And then he'd be out.
and then he'd be out, or we'd talk about Star Wars, and maybe he'd stay.
Maybe.
I don't know.
couldn't
You
get through
didn't
the
like
third-
the last episode of The Mandalorian.
I couldn't get through the third episode.
I didn't watch the third episode. There's a
through
third
it.
episode.
Yeah.
What?
Oh right,
They
I've
come
had
out on
Apple
Wednesdays.
Plus, so I've been watching Severance. So I
They come out on Wednesdays.
That's right, yeah.
I could see they were
Shush,
building
shush,
a
shush, shush,
thing,
I don't
and
know
could see they were
anything
doing a
that's
thing.
happening.
No, I've told you nothing.
Okay.
But Rowan, did you already watch it?
I did.
And you enjoyed it?
I did.
Well,
You're allowed.
I
Watch yourself,
I think I
counselor.
understand why people didn't like it.
I haven't finished it yet. It could be amazing, but like I got like the now. Who's seen the now? Did you see the second episode
I'm
yet?
caught up to
Jules?
this last episode.
Okay,
So-
Mythosaur. Come on.
That's what it's
That
called?
That yes.
It is called the Mythosaur.
Really? Well, you know
Mythosaur.
what's. Hey, do you know what cigarettes
Joylene
are
had to
called
point
in
it
there?
out. What?
You know what cigarettes are called in the Star Wars universe?
What?
Death sticks.
Laser swords.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there.
Exactly.
That
It's silly.
was up
It's
there.
dumb. It's a dumb baby
Mythosaur
universe for babies.
might
Yeah.
be dumber than Unobtainium.
I don't know. I don't know.
think unobtainium.
Unobtainium is
worse.
pretty fucking lazy.
That's really-
Mythosaur.
It's bad. It's not
Mythosaur.
good. I'm not saying it's good.
And I didn't even catch it. And Joylene's like at the end. And again, I'm telling you guys, Joylene is more your people than I am. She's like, it's a mythosaur. I'm like, what?
No.
She's like, they were talking about, and it's a thing, and they did. I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't even know that the I guess the smelting lady
Yes.
named it.
The armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm
It's-
sure she's played by someone famous who just has to like call
Yeah,
in,
exactly.
once, like for an hour every year.
It's Helen Mirren. It's totally Helen Mirren.
Yeah, right. She's just
not
getting
Helen
all her
Mirren.
genre shit out of the
But
way. She's in
it's-
Shazam. Why?
Oh, I want to
Helen
see
Mirren.
that.
I want
I've
to
actually
see it
heard
too.
Good things. And Lucy Liu.
and Rachel
Oh.
Zegler from West Side Story, and she's great in that
I
as
still
Maria.
haven't watched it.
Yes.
I've heard such good things, and
It's
I just haven't
fantastic.
been in the right.
It's
I've-
completely unnecessary, but it's wonderfully done.
like Psycho remake level of unnecessary. The one with Vince Vaughn.
No, because
Okay.
they add stuff.
Oh,
they,
no,
like
Vince
Spielberg.
Vaughn? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Vince-
you didn't know about that?
Yeah,
and it's
what's
a
his name?
named
What's his
director.
name? Gus Van Sant.
Is yeah.
Gus
a
Van
real-
Sant directed
a
a shot-for-shot remake.
shot for shot,
of-
but in
of-
color.
But in color. And
With Vince
Vince Vaughn
Vaughn.
was Norman
And Anne
Bates.
Heche.
And Anne
Rest
Heche
in
was his
peace.
mother. His
Rest
mother.
in peace, Anne Heche.
Yeah, never saw it. Hitchcock is a fucking badass, though. Like,
Had his issues with blonde women, which, to be fair, so have I. But that's a separate.
all?
Not the same kind of issues.
What? You
I
never
didn't-
like chopped one up and put it in the trunk?
No.
Like a remix, guys. You
was
record a
shitty
woman
boyfriend
and
to
then
a
you.
couple, though. Does that count?
What?
Was a shitty boyfriend to a couple. You know, just not a
Oh
very
yeah,
good
no,
boyfriend.
that's yeah. You chopped up their hearts.
Well, there was mutual chopping, let's say.
Okay, that's good. A mutual mincing, if you
I
will.
got
A
told
69.
by one. I got, oh yeah. I
Yeah,
got
very
told- wait,
uncomfortable after like 2 minutes.
terrible idea.
Yeah, it's a bad
Worst
idea.
because
And, like, the
no
butts
two
in your face.
people's torsos
Right.
are the same.
And like, look, that's great if you plan that. That's
Yeah.
great if that's what you're there for. If you're
But
in
if
the
he's
region,
just walking
but if you're
by,
just walking
like,
in and
why
it's like,
is
oh,
this
butts in my
happening?
face. Yeah. You don't want your nose in all that.
And nobody's torsos are the same length. It just
Absolutely
doesn't-
not.
And the placement of things,
It's
wrong.
rough. It's a rough thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be arching, and somebody's gonna be craning their neck.
will say-
Logistically, it is a nightmare.
I will, going back to the shitty boyfriend, I am friendly with some exes, and I was genuinely surprised when I was messaging with one of them. This is from a long time ago, and she said I was a really good boyfriend. I'm like, really?
Oh, I
Thanks.
Have I ever heard that? I've heard it at times. But I think the overall consensus would be passable to bad, and that gradiates in that direction.
Are you
as the farther you go back?
And you're single at the moment, yes?
Oh. Interesting pause.
Yep. Yeah.
I was just asking.
I'm gonna die alone, and it's fine.
Context.
No, and like this is one of the first times in my life that I've been like awakened puberty wise, that I'm like kind of
Like just now?
Yeah, I don't know.
We get to watch in real time because
Chris,
ew.
To be fair, it was 2 months ago
Oh, okay.
that I hit puberty.
You are a younger
just got
gentleman.
I'm just growing the facial hair in. That's why it's so patchy and it doesn't really connect. That's because I just started it. It hasn't been since 2020 that I've been trying to do this and haven't shaved since then.
2020?
Nope, I shaved my cheeks because
Yeah.
if I don't shave my cheeks, I look like the first frame of a Wolfman transformation.
You know what's weird
And nobody wants that.
is
Werewolf
a lot
by
of
Night,
this,
by the way. Great.
Well, it was wonderful.
It's great.
A lot of this.
I forgot.
You
about
haven't
that.
watched it yet?
You watch it?
No, I forgot.
Did you watch the Guardians special?
No, not yet.
Oh my god.
Also, very much worth your time.
Those are
Okay.
the two best things Marvel have done probably since Endgame. I loved She-Hulk though, and Loki.
She-Hulk was great.
She-Hulk and Loki were great.
The TV series, they've had more hits than misses.
They've
Am
been
I
most of the
alone
movies.
on Moon Knight?
I liked it.
I loved
that was really good.
the first episode, and that there were parts of the last episode.
I thought it was
and
a
then
great
it got
ride.
Lumpy. It
And
got some
if
great
this is
ideas
all
out.
we get of his solo stuff, I'm kind of fine with that because they did so much. But
They
I
did,
want him
yeah.
to show up with like in Blade's movie, or when they do Midnight Suns, or when they do any of that shit where like Doctor Strange is going dark now. We all see Charlize Theron showed up and he was like, "Hey, dark dimension, let's go."
The question is,
when's
where
this
do
gonna
they
happen?
go now? Because I haven't like Ant-Man. Did you Rowan? Did you bother with Ant-Man yet?
Not yet.
And Two Man.
Don't.
At least wait till it comes on Disney Plus.
That's what
and
I'm planning to
Then
do.
you can
Yeah.
fast forward through the boring
I wonder
parts.
the two of you disliking Wakanda Forever.
I don't
so
dislike
much.
it.
Hey! It is
I
my
just
time.
it wasn't
sir.
a good. It
Sir,
wasn't
you have
reclaiming
had
your time. Okay,
sir.
I'm sorry.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
It is
I'm gonna
my
make
time.
I'm gonna make
Sir,
a banner for that.
Sir.
I'm sorry.
No, the two of you not loving Wakanda Forever made me I was wondering if it was going to end up like Spider-Man, where if I go back and watch it again, like, am I not going to, like, did I get caught up too much in what was missing to not see what was there, if that makes any sense? Like, I've just, like, I wondered, like, if I watch that again, like, and I do not, I thought the main character in Wakanda Forever was the weak part
hold
of
on,
the movie.
hold on. We're just gonna
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's just
And not
talk about it
'cause
because
she's
we've
a
all
problematic
seen
actor.
it. No, it's because she's a
You know.
woman. Anyway. No.
But
So
I
in the
can't have
movie,
a problem
Shuri
with
becomes the
women. I
Black
live with
Panther
one.
because Chadwick Boseman died in real life, and so
Spoiler alert.
in the universe. Hold on. We gotta give it a shout out. It's too soon. We hate it. We hate to see it. We do hate to see it.
But you know what? It grows on you after a while. I am so sorry. I am the worst human. You know
Okay,
what?
well that's
Something
it.
Bad
I
should
think
happen to my spine.
an hour and 3 minutes is enough.
know,
That's good. We're
for
good.
that
We're good.
very
Rowan, you did
reason,
your plugs. We're
I
out of
think
here.
Bad
Okay.
things. I wish bad things upon me. If you see when I throw my shoulders back, you could hear a cracking going on, and that's Jesus going, "Fuck you, bald man. Fuck you."
And you're Jewish, so like that doesn't help your case.
Only halvesy. I don't
Yeah.
really count. Yeah, I'm only
you're,
halvesies.
you're not a what the right would call a cultural Jew.
Well, I
Yes,
complain
that's
a
a
lot. Does
fucking
that count?
term.
Oh yeah. Do I complain a lot? I mean that.
Oh yeah,
that's-
kvetching. Yeah, you kvetch.
I kvetch. Yes.
Ugh.
I
Oy vey.
less so than some, but that movie. I do wonder if I watch it again, if my reaction to what's there as opposed to what's being dealt with will show the true colors of the film.
I kind of felt the same about Wakanda Forever, maybe a little stronger in the positive direction about Wakanda Forever that I do about Ant-Man, where it's like, I like things about this movie.
Ooh, I liked very little about it. Oh,
I liked
let's not ruin it for Rowan. Let's not ruin it for Rowan.
there's some moments in there where where I'm like, oh, they should have just made the whole movie this. You know,
Right.
I don't disagree with that at all.
And then there are other tonal shifted, like the tone is all over the place.
It is.
And there are other moments tonally where it's like, oh, the movie could have just been this.
And if you've seen any of the trailers, you've seen a
the
lot
movie.
of the movie.
Especially if you've seen the last trailer,
And
you've seen the entire
bad
movie
job with
except for
that.
somebody's little butt. That's
Honestly,
all I'm gonna say. You see somebody's little
Honestly,
butt, and it's great.
At this point, for anything genre related, I want to see the teaser trailer, and then
And
I'm
that's
either
it.
going to see
I'm
it or
done.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Right.
but you have to be careful because the prequel teaser trailers are all amazing.
Oh, that's true. Well, but also there's, look, man, those movies are like 2+ hours. If you can't squeeze 3 good minutes out of 2 hours,
Hey,
your
Obi-Wan.
movie's bad.
Do you remember
have a bad
Obi-Wan
movie.
pulled like the good 3 minutes out of those three
Look,
movies?
man, I like the first episode of Obi-Wan, and I like the last episode of
Yeah,
Obi-Wan.
there was no reason for the other ones other than to
They
try
should
to
have made it a
build
movie.
tension.
They were going to
Yeah.
make it a movie. They
They
didn't
were
make it
gonna.
a
Were they?
movie because money. Yes.
Were they
And
gonna
then
make it a movie? I
Solo
didn't know that.
tanked.
Well, Solo
Rogue
didn't
One
have a
did
chance.
great.
Rogue
Then it was
One
going
was
to be
so good.
Then Solo, then Kenobi was the
Now
next
you
one.
keep telling me. Oh, sorry. Question for the
You in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guest
Rowan,
in the room.
please be quiet. Could you please stop talking so much, Rowan? Because you're really interrupting everything.
Rowan, have
We're-
you watched Andor? Did we lose him?
No, don't leave. No.
Wait, he's getting
zooming in.
closer.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Okay. You know, you're fitting in better than
We
I
love
thought
it.
you
It's
might.
pretty good. It's
We
pretty good.
We love to see it. Did you have any thought? Because I haven't. I
hasn't
made it
seen
through
it.
2 episodes.
No,
Oh,
I
really?
Heard
You started?
Wonderful things. Yeah, I
Okay.
watched 2, but this was back when it came out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Andor is
It's the best
is
Star
the
Wars
best thing
thing
to
they've put
happen
out.
to Star Wars. It's the best
Yeah.
thing to happen to Star Wars.
Better than
in
the
a long
first
time.
season of Mandalorian.
It's better than
Yes.
the first Star Wars movie.
Better than that's weird.
Yeah,
Better
I think
than-
it's better than A New Hope.
better than Rogue
It-
One.
Yes, easy. Yeah,
It is better than Rogue One.
yeah. It's the best new Star Wars that's come out.
And but it's a slow burn.
It really
You
is.
know.
But like by episode like 4 or 5, you can't look away. And then like every like 3 episodes, there will be a complete change of what the show is, and it's like, and they fucking nail it every time. It's incredible. It's like
I
there
want
are
to
like
love
4 arcs in the show, and it's.
I
in
enjoy
each
that
one-
all this has been a spoiler alert, including for Andor.
Yeah, it is. It's all spoiler alert. I'm on it,
Yes.
baby.
You're right, baby.
But I will say also, I don't know how far you got on episode 3 of Mandalorian.
I didn't see any of it. I'm not.
I made
You
it
had to.
about
You had to turn
halfway
it off,
through.
Chris.
No. The children wanted to go to sleep, and I looked at Joy Lena like, "You want to watch the rest of this right now?" Not really. And I haven't gone back. That was
Okay.
yesterday. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was very worthwhile. And like, this is not giving anything away, but there is a zag in the middle of the episode.
Okay.
You know, switches to a different
Love a zag.
different viewpoint, and like, I'm like, oh, I can see this coming. Oh my god, and it's just like, I don't know. I think some people have an issue with it because the shift in focus. It was like that episode of I think it was like season 2 of Stranger Things that everybody hated, where she goes
where
off.
where
that
she
show.
when
To
she went to
Pittsburgh.
see the other
La,
number.
la, 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 la,
Okay,
la,
yeah.
la, la.
The other
It's fine.
number.
I don't care. I'll
Yeah,
never
exactly.
watch it.
Yeah.
But
She'll always be Enola Holmes to me.
First season, great. 4th season, great.
Did you guys watch Enola Holmes yet?
Yeah, I watched both of them. They're fun.
No,
I
I
thought
good
they were
fun.
great. They were
It's
great
good
fun.
What's his name?
gonna watch
Superman
it.
is great in it.
Cavill's a little weird as
in
the
real
world's
life?
buffest. Yeah,
yeah.
but the world's buffest Sherlock Holmes. See previous problem with knowing too much about every fucker who makes anything ever. Like, I just don't want to know about you guys anymore. Just make your shit, and I
It's a
either
bunch
like
of
your
these
shit or you
people.
don't.
It's a bunch of you can't say anything anymore. There's a lot of those. Henry Cavill's one of those too. Anyway,
He apparently got like super like chauvinistic in the last year or two. It's
Yeah.
almost like he got super jacked up and then
well, no, I
became
mean
a
like
problem.
like you know,
I hadn't
everybody
heard he was a
went
problem before.
everybody went inside. He's a gamer. And
Yes.
he games online, which means he's a part of that culture, which has a history of being
Ooh, Gamergate,
toxic.
all that shit.
Exactly. They started this whole shit with Gamergate. All this misogyny, manosphere bullshit really fucking kicked off with the Gamergate shit, and then it's just you can't say just virtue signaling. Well, you can't even talk to
I would not give Gamergate I wouldn't give them the credit for starting this. They are
Okay, I don't think they started it. I just think that was the first
That
big.
started some of the conversation.
That was the
about it.
first
Yeah.
time it was like in the zeitgeist as like a movement or like you know what I mean? Like now you have like
You mean-
men's rights activists have always been a thing. That's always been a thing as long as women have been like, hey, could we have rights?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, hey, let's not do that. You're for babies and for
Yeah,
me to put my
exactly.
penis in. Yeah.
Cameron Esposito had the thing is whenever people complain about this stuff, it's like, I can't stand that I'm going to be mildly inconvenienced.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
can't say anything anymore.
You can't.
But
can't.
so Brooklyn tomorrow, that's exciting.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So
How long are you staying? Just the day? Are you coming back
coming
like tomorrow
right
night?
back.
Wow,
Oh, that's tough.
that's
Yeah, it's
rough,
like
man.
That's a
turnaround,
long.
so.
I've
day.
done that like twice, and I was on a bus when I went. But you guys are going together, I assume.
I
yeah,
did it.
we're driving one
Yeah.
car. So.
Okay.
I did it when
Is
we
it three?
played
Is it
CB.
3 of yous?
Oh yeah, what's the
believe it-
lineup?
I thought it was 4 of us. I thought it was myself.
So you're not
Heather.
taking Rob's car.
No.
Are
I
you
think we've
taking
got-
Rob?
Yes, we are taking. It.
Oh, well, no accounting for taste.
Will he try to figure out how to live stream it?
It is streaming. So yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So
I have a show coming up at the end of the month in Richmond, and we're trying to figure out how to stream that. They said Ethernet would be a problem, but they have Wi-Fi, which means they have a router, and I happen to know the router's behind the bar and not through the kitchen, which would really be the only problem is if it were through the kitchen. If we have like 100 or 200 foot Ethernet cable.
oh yeah.
Hot take.
Yes, you in the back?
Hot take.
Oh, is this the hot take? Me?
Hot take.
I'm Mr. Hot Take. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Hot
Elliot
Take
Smith.
Man.
What?
No, what was the Rudolph
Cold
and
miser and
yeah.
miser.
What were those called? Those
the heat miser and
Miser.
cold
But
miser.
he-
No.
Misers.
Fucking the whole
claymation.
run of them. The Abominable Snowman and
Yeah.
and it was by a studio. It was a dude.
Yeah.
It was a guy.
Oh yeah, I can't remember who did. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah, and I have like the collection on DVD, and it even has the weird, super religious little drummer boy one on there too.
Yeah. I love that the elf just wants to be a dentist in that one.
Yes,
I just chase
I
your bliss,
referred-
baby.
I remember years ago I referred to, to a friend of a friend. It's like, yeah, we're all just sad, broken toys, and the look on her face of just like, yeah, man.
Yeah, when it's really pretty nice when you realize that everybody's kind of just as fucked up as you.
Yeah.
You know,
Sad,
and
broken
like
toys.
everybody's just kind of grasping at straws, and like even your parents, they were just doing their best,
They were
man.
just people.
They were
Or
just
they weren't- or they
trying
weren't
to
doing
not
their
let
best.
you die.
They were doing
That was
a
it.
shit job, but the house was still there.
Exactly, you know? My parents, by all standards, are fucking great. But, like, do I have gripes? You bet your
Ooh,
fucking sweet
wait.
tits I do.
Ooh, look who has living parents. Mr.
Humble
Fancy
brag.
Man. Mr. Fancy Man. I can't stand the things my still living parents do. Oh, man. And when I walk
Okay.
around and my spine doesn't
All
hurt,
right,
it's
Orphan
the worst
Magoo.
fucking thing that's
All right.
ever happened.
Orphan McCrunchbones.
It hurts so much. Oh, I'm so
laughing?
uncomfortable right now. Everything hurts.
Everything. Okay.
But yeah, laughing hurts too. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. It doesn't feel good.
So I have a pre-existing condition, asthma. I am an asthmatic, which is why I'm all about that vape life. It's less bad on your lungs.
Doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, it's fine, and it's not the vape juice. It's
Rowan,
we can get
did you
into it.
just
We
do
can
the
get into it
closed
later.
mouth yawn thing.
I did. Well, I've been since like
He's been, yeah. Also, like, you know, the keen-eyed viewer will see that
I'd
that's
rather
not
you
the
just
first
yawn
time
in
it
our
happens.
faces because I think I think it's more fun.
Every time you do it,
You
I will.
assholes.
Every time you do, now that I know to look for it, when I catch you, you're fucking full screen, baby. We love to see it. We love to see it. It's like miking the crickets in a comedy club. It's great.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
well, you know, and like I've been
Raiden.
oversleeping every day for the last month, and it's starting to wear on me.
Yeah,
bad.
it can
Yeah.
lead to depression, or it
Yeah.
can exacerbate pre-existing depression.
I
I'm a professional. I know
yeah,
this.
and I've been going to bed, earlier than normal. Like
Now, by oversleeping, do you mean you've been sleeping past your alarm, or you've just been sleeping longer than you normally
sleeping past my like the alarm goes off.
Ooh,
like,
that's
That's bad for
good.
stress, too.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
good.
It's really
because
bad
you
for
wake up
stress.
and your whole fucking shit is fucked. Because
Yeah.
yeah. I give myself a buffer, and I set like 2 or 3 alarms.
Yeah, I do.
Oh wow! Do you do the like
Really?
like the like '90s movie, like the alarms across the room thing?
Not that bad. Not that bad.
No, I have one phone, but I have the equivalent of that in my phone, wherein I have 7 different alarms, and I'll set off any of them, depending on when because like I'm a nap queen. I fucking love naps. It's my shit.
Naps are the greatest.
Naps are the
And I
best
was-
invention by Elon Musk that we've ever
Thank
seen.
you, Elon.
Thanks,
He's
Elon.
done so much for us.
I'm going to make a
I-
banner for that.
I used to feel like horribly guilty about needing naps, and then the other day I had like a doctor's appointment, and she wanted me to go do stuff, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just beat. Is it okay if I do this tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, go take a nap. I'm like, doctor's orders? She's like, yeah, doctor's orders. I'm like, doctor told me to nap.
That's the
Crunchy
best doctor.
McShitface needs a nap.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
back and see what the actual nickname was, because that's your name in my fucking phone now.
I hope so. Professional interview man is yours and mine, but only
great.
if it was translated into Japanese and back again. And you were a kaiju somehow.
Yeah, but like I have a microphone as a weapon, like just a big microphone. You guys see that Godzilla versus Kong movie? Talking about kaiju's?
Wait, which one?
The last one, the one
Oh yeah,
with Kong
That-
and Godzilla.
I told you about that. No, there's one from like 1962 that's terrible.
Oh no, the new
And
one
my
that's
kid
good.
my kid has the poster on his wall of the original one.
Okay, well that's
But-
cool, but
Yeah, that's very cool.
Right.
But no, we saw that
That's
one.
right.
The
That's
most
right.
recent
Tell
one.
the story.
We
Tell the story.
rented out a movie theater like when you could first do it. Like it's $99.
back
It
when
was like-
people were taking COVID seriously.
Yeah.
Now it's over. We're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everybody's fine.
Everything's fine.
But
and it's
we did
good,
that one of the
and it's
most
fine.
joyous movie. It's not a good movie.
Nope.
But it was
It's a hell of a fucking movie though.
just about the most fun I've ever had in a movie because it's the 4 of us. We're the only people in there. And it's Joylene, me, our lovely children. And we get to the point, and I love the atomic breath with Godzilla. And it gets to the moment.
When he
they
did
have
it in
this
the
great
first
build-up.
movie, it was so fucking
But when they do the build up,
I know.
and he goes, "Rah," and he does the thing, and I went, yes! In the middle of an otherwise empty movie theater, and my 2 children turn and look at me like,
You can do that.
yell, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, and it was because of course, you know, it's like we don't know what's going to happen after 2020, and just
Absolutely.
like we had,
it may be
like,
the last time you get to sit in a movie theater.
it's like the unrestrained moment of joy in a completely restrained time,
Right.
an understandably restrained time for
but,
good reason.
But you were safe.
yeah,
And you were like, you know,
We felt
alone.
okay.
And so,
We
I mean,
felt
it was
okay.
like you were still in your bubble. You basically brought your ecosystem to this place.
And they were
and it's
so,
just,
and
that
they're-
just, it's magical.
yeah,
That's fucking
and
great.
they're 13 and 11 now, but this is 3 years ago.
Yeah, man. So it was
they're-
like,
they're still little kids.
yeah.
Fucking. Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll just-
you should check
yeah,
out that movie. Do you have the HBO Max, Rowan?
I do.
I
Oh,
do.
Okay.
have you not seen it?
Well, all the
Oh, it's
Godzilla
so
movies
much
are on
fun.
there, I think.
It's
the
so
Kong,
much fun.
I think Kong, the Kong
Kong
one with
something
Skull
Island?
Island, yeah, with John C. Reilly and Sam Jackson.
I'm
And
still a little
and Loki
scarred.
and
Captain Marvel. Oh, from what, the Peter Jackson one?
No, I mean, from referring to not Kong, but Godzilla. I'm
The
still
first Godzilla?
no,
The
the
Matthew
Broderick one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's not your fault.
No,
Just remember,
Rowan, I'm so sorry.
if they would do a monster cut where it has nothing to do with the people, it would obviously be
Fuck,
so much
man.
better.
Oh, isn't it funny that we can't pronounce this name that's pretty easy to pronounce? Nick Tatopoulos? You mean Nick Papatopoulos? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's just one of my mini gripes with this movie. Yeah.
Which movie are we talking about?
Godzilla, 98.
See, you've blocked it all
Oh.
out.
I
Yeah.
managed to miss it entirely.
Matthew Broderick's character's name was Nick Tatopoulos.
Ah.
They made an animated series where
Really?
hold on.
Is that the
hold on.
Netflix one? That's
No.
Like the...
No. This was from the 90s or from the
Did you ever see the good kaiju movie Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! The first
yeah.
10 minutes of that was as good as any movie that I've
That's
seen.
how I
and then the
feel.
rest of the movie's fine.
It's fine. Okay, good. As long as we're on the same page.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
exactly
just like,
it. It was an amazing setup,
And
and
I
then
don't think that's
there's
the greatest
rest of
kaiju
the
movie. I think honestly, either like Godzilla King of the Monsters or Godzilla versus Kong, or even any of these 4 new Toho knockoff movies that they're putting out.
No,
are fucking
Shin Godzilla.
killer.
Have you seen Shin
I haven't,
Godzilla?
but I know they kill Godzilla 98
It's
in
so
Shin Godzilla.
good. It's such a there you go.
And it's like a
It's-
5-second scene.
It's such a good film, which the entire, and again, there are no spoilers here because you know what happens. Godzilla shows
wins.
up. But what happens is you get to see how a bureaucracy would deal with a fucking kaiju showing up. There are people who yes, exactly. There are people who are trying to fix things. There are people who are getting too caught up in red tape. There are people who don't give a shit. There are people who are just, paper
I
pushers.
fucking love that. That's
It's
amazing.
So
That's
good.
really good. That's really good.
There are a lot of movies I feel like
That
you could
is something
oversell.
that's great about Andor.
I
I've
was
heard
gonna
such
say,
good things.
Yeah.
I just haven't been there yet.
It's the underbelly. It is what the first 10 minutes of Rogue One. No, not the first 10 minutes.
The
where
last
Jin's
10
back.
minutes.
No.
The
Sort of.
middle 10 minutes.
No, when you
The
first.
preceding 7.5 minutes.
Okay, you get 3 more guesses.
and no more guessing for
Nope, no.
for additional guesses. Lepidamine.
Yep, every time. Anyway, it's like the time you meet
Robin Williams.
Cassian Andor in the alley in Rogue One, where he's with his friend, who was in the show, by the way.
I'm sorry. Wait, one moment, because I don't want to forget. I want there to be a porn parody so that his character can be Cassian and Hal.
Well, that's it. Good night, everybody. And Rowan, you got a thing, so like we gotta go, right? Yeah, no, I'm getting a call.
Aren't you
This
glad
isn't
you're
a phone,
spending
it's
your
fine.
Friday night with us?
Yeah, you could have a St. Patrick's Day gig with your
come
Irish
on.
band, but
You know what?
Cassian,
I
come on.
hate St. Patrick's Day gigs.
That That's gotta
All
be the
right,
fucking worst.
we're 3 for 3, motherfuckers.
If you-
We all hate St. Patrick's Day. More like St. Patrick's Nay.
I don't hate St. Patrick's Day.
we don't
I
like
hate doing bar gigs as an Irish band because they're terrible.
That's gotta be the
because people
fucking
just
worst.
they
Yeah,
want
it's
to
the
drink
worst.
green
It's the
beer
worst.
and get shit faced.
Have you
It's
ever played
awful.
McGinty's in Silver Spring?
I've been there for the Irish session, but never
Okay.
played a gig there.
So it's
so.
owned by Irish people.
Yeah.
Like so Irish. Like more Irish than you, Chris.
More Irish than the guy. What was the name? Ryan's Daughter. The place up around Towson that closed down, unfortunately. And I remember we were in there, and the bartender was playing Phil Leno from Tin Lizzy, was the way he said it. He was that Irish.
Tin Lizzy.
Tin. We like the Tin Lizzy.
Yeah.
That was the night that Joylene and I got recognized by people because we had played with you guys the night before. That was fun.
Wow.
But anyway, go ahead. Please continue.
I like, and these shows don't come around all the time for Irish bands because there's just not enough like listening venues. But like listening venue shows on St. Patrick's Day are great. You know, when people are like, they're like, okay, we're gonna have an Irish band. You might not have heard of them before, but people go and they listen to those shows.
Yeah, there
And
was
they
a
shut
thing
the
at the
fuck
New
up and they
Deal
listened to
tonight
music.
that
Yeah.
was like that, where like it was an Irish.
I really like that
folk
place.
band. It's nice. It's come up, and I know you guys are playing there. I don't know if you'll be with them. I assume you will.
I'm pretty
be.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be at that show.
You
I'm
won't be?
sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, then
so
it's canceled,
sorry.
I guess.
So sorry.
But I'm gonna try to book something for like the summer there. I'd love to. I can't make it to their open mic because I have one that's 5 minutes from my house and not 40 minutes from my house. So that's choices.
40 minutes.
Okay, 30. I mean, because
Whoa.
it's like traffic, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Whoa.
it would be during rush hour that I'd be
Whoa.
driving to Bowie from Silver Spring, so it's like not great.
Yeah, the reason I don't like stuff on St. Patrick's Day is I'm a drunk. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And the last thing
I
I
already
need
have
is
plans.
a bunch of fucking amateurs.
I'm gonna watch Schmidt. Exactly. You guys
like-
are like, you guys are tourists. You're like
Yeah.
hobbyists. I'm a fucking professional
Yeah, it's like-
interview man, and by interview I mean alcohol. Interview is it depressed alcohol music. You can switch it out for anything.
Yeah, I
It's
don't need
fun.
your help. Yeah, fuck you guys. I don't need your help. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's like,
I don't
and
need an excuse.
and-
It's like drinking games. It's like, oh, here's the game. I'm gonna watch Severance and drink
Yeah.
some whiskey.
It's like, honestly, like I love
win.
drinking in a good bar, and you don't know who you're gonna run into. I had the best. Like I was gonna go the night that I got injured. Nothing to do with these lovely people.
Yes,
I went
by
to
the
get
attack hug.
Yes, exactly. If you knew Emma, you'd be less surprised. It's so funny because the person who broke my rib, everybody back in Baltimore, they're like, a girl broke your rib? How the fuck do that? This is before the other stuff came up.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody I know here, like I ran into a friend of mine he's like, you broke your rib? How'd that happen? It's like from a hug. Really? Yeah, from Emma Chafee. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because she is my height. Well, she'll end up taller than me eventually because, but she is fully my height. And
I was like, I thought she was an adult. She's still
it's like-
growing.
no, she's like farm girl strong, so
Yes,
nobody
yes,
was
yes.
really surprised. But yeah, I went to like the bar in town that I like so much, and I ran into friends that I see once or twice a year, and it's always great to see them. And I sat down for an hour with them and had some dinner and some laughs and some bullshit. And it's like, that's what I love and I miss about bars. But I'm scared to go to bars now because if somebody bumps into me, I'm going to scream.
Have you seen the Jake Gyllenhaal vehicle Bubble Boy?
No, but I saw the John Travolta one.
I did too, actually.
Yeah, you did.
Was it the same premise?
Can't answer that, but probably.
He was born without like
An immune
he was
system.
born with an immune deficiency, and so
Yeah.
he has to live in a bubble. Then he makes a bubble for himself to go out in the world and gets covered in poop or something.
Is that the Elephant Man?
The Bubble Boy one was the comedy one.
Yes, the Jake Gyllenhaal one was a comedy. It was like a Joe Dirt, Saving Silverman era, American
Yeah.
Pie, raunchy teen
Hey,
comedy.
give Saving Silverman a little more credit than that. There was
Well,
some
it
fun in
introduced me to Natasha Lyonne.
there. Not Slums of Beverly Hills.
No, and I hadn't seen American Pie yet.
Hashtag age difference.
She was in American Pie as well.
And that I've heard great things about Poker
Face.
too.
It's my favorite new show of the year.
Yeah. It's Columbo with superpowers.
It's Ryan Johnson, and Ryan Johnson loves a murder mystery.
Well, she can tell when people are lying. I don't know.
She has a superpower. Yeah, she has a superpower where she's like, bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a thing, but bullshit. That's basically how she does it every time. It's so good.
bullshit.
It's Columbo.
Yeah.
It's fucking Columbo because she
Excuse
always.
me, I got one more
Yeah, exactly.
question
The
for
one
you.
more thing is bullshit. But you know, she's
great.
so great.
She's fucking
Russian
great.
Doll is fucking terrific.
I heard great things. I
I
haven't
need to
seen
see that one too.
It's great.
I just haven't gotten there yet. There's other shit.
Do you know anything
happening.
about it?
Russian Dolls?
Yeah.
It's got Russian dolls?
Okay. No, you don't know. So you don't know anything about the premise.
No, don't tell me.
Then don't. It's
Yeah,
one of
just
those
watch it.
things where you like, the less you know going in, the better, because
Yeah.
the characters in the show are so fucking
Ooh,
strong.
speaking of which, has anybody seen Tar yet?
No, I tried
I've
to
heard
watch the
one-
first.
oh.
I tried to watch it, and then I was like, I only have like 2 days left on
I heard
this.
it's slow. I
On,
heard
yeah,
it's slow.
on this subscription service. No, I actually only had like 18 hours left on the subscription service.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
no.
we're losing Rowan. We're losing Rowan.
No, I
hold
need
Okay.
to
Hold
scratch my eye.
hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it?
I didn't do it. Anyway,
Is
yeah,
that
it's a
Kate
real
Blanchett, or
slow
is
burn.
that-
Yes.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett. Yeah.
International
Yeah. Lydia
treasure,
Tarr.
Kate
She plays
Blanchett.
a composer called Lydia Tarr, and it's
Isn't
just,
she a conductor?
I think she's a conductor.
Point of order.
It's,
So
I think it's a Leonard Bernstein situation.
I feel like we only have so much time with our guest. So
He said
I feel
he
like we should
said
be
he
focusing
he only
on
had to leave before
Mr.
11:30. Rowan,
Yeah.
would you
See,
like to
this
play
is-
songs?
Rowan, this is where we try to get the bullshit out of our system.
Hold on,
so we
Rowan.
don't
Hold
cause
on, hold
much
on.
of a
Chris,
problem
Chris,
with
could we just point of order? Point of order. We didn't really get to the bottom of this.
I know
Rowan?
where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your fucking deal, man?
I'm also a nerd. I'm a very big nerd.
What are your favorite genre things? We've touched on Star Wars.
Point
You
of
and I
order,
have talked about
Genray.
Star Trek.
Genray. But yes.
I'm a huge Tolkien fan. Very big Tolkien fan. And also, like, being a Tolkien fan who's like, oh, there's a lot of, like, not overtly racist stuff in there, but there's
But I
some
mean,
stuff
that
here
shit was
that's-
written in the fucking 50s.
When you
like,
get
Yeah.
into the shit where how hard you have to squint at the things you like I love musicals from the 40s and 50s and the 30s,
which is
And
why
I'm like,
Schmigadoon is fucking great.
it's so good.
So good.
But
my
hitting stuff
face
like
hurts
that,
from
and I'm like,
smiling.
how hard do you have to squint at the thing you
Yeah.
love?
Very hard.
Like
Yeah.
fucking
Gone with the
Music
Wind
Man.
is still one of the greatest selling movies of all time.
I've never seen it. Am I
Neither
missing
have
out?
I, and I never
Yeah.
will.
I'm really glad that I didn't grow up like as an H.P. Lovecraft fan.
Oh my god, Lovecraft
Yeah.
Country, pretty good.
I heard really good. I heard
Pretty good.
amazing things about that sundowning episode.
Oh my god, that Sundown Town episode was fucked up. That's
When
like
you
the
told
third
me
episode.
about that,
Yeah.
Rowan, you told me
Oh,
about
yes.
that. I'm like, that's too much fucking tension. Like that was
Like
deep
yeah,
in.
like a 10 or like it was a 25 mile an hour
Yes.
chase scene.
When you
And it's just
told
like,
me about that,
oh, this is amazing.
And you're watching
we were
the
in
sunset.
the first
yeah.
bit. We were in the first real hard shutdown, and you're telling me about that. It's like that's great. I'm never gonna watch that. Like I can't. I'm tense enough as it
You
is.
either go one way or you go the other way. You went that way and you watched like New Girl and wrestling documentaries, and I watched Breaking Bad for comfort food in like the first 6 months of the pandemic. I was
I
like,
had children
well,
here, so
the world's done. So I guess I'm gonna just go full tilt into the apocalypse, and then fine. I guess some like existential horror of like losing everything on a dime is and your life is ending is not that's
I
whatever.
can't even remember what I was watching. I feel like there was. I watched. We all really enjoyed when Rob was doing the reading the children's books. I think he did it like at the same time every day. We were watching that. We were watching a lot of VOMs when the early ones were much more family friendly than it later became.
I went back and watched them, and I was like, I have poisoned this ecosystem.
Buddy, you didn't poison the well. I had a lot to do with it.
Look, man,
It
I
wasn't
went back
just
and
you.
watched. I went back and watched like the one before I was on, like the week before I was on.
And which one was that one?
Oh boy, this was months ago that I watched it. We were in the one. No, we weren't in the 100s. We were in like maybe the 50s.
Okay.
We were in the 50s. Yeah. Because like
They were
I had been
getting
there
pretty
for.
fucked up by then. I feel like
It was different.
getting
It wasn't
weird.
like
It
the
was getting
first
weird.
ones. Like when they aired the first one, when you guys were all busy that week, and obviously I won't be allowed to ever host the VOM, which
As
is
long
with
as
good
you know.
reason. I could do it, and it would be functional, and it would be it would be reminiscent of what you guys do, but you wouldn't want me to do. No. I'd want to have too much fun, and we'd get through it.
we're not
But
there to have fun.
it would be 3 hours.
And
Well,
then
it
maybe
was,
other
and
people will get
for
to
a while.
play.
It was.
and fucking Monday. This is the thing we should plug. We should all plug this because like nobody's
yes,
going to be in New York.
absolutely.
We're doing the 3rd anniversary. It's the end of our
Yeah.
3rd year of VOM. I've been here for 1.5, so I get to say hour, I guess.
I want to say I was there from the first month.
You weren't on the first couple.
was
I watched the first couple,
I
and
want to
you
say
didn't show
I
up. But
showed-
like
oh,
by the
I
7th,
appreciate
I think
that
I
you
watched
went
the
full on, Rowan.
6th
full
or
on
7th.
beyond.
Oh shit! God damn it!
And you missed it.
We need to give you the controls,
it.
Chris, so that
Clip
you can, we'll get it
been
and we'll
like 3.
zoom in on it. Yeah. Enhance. Yeah.
Enhance that thing you can't do.
The thing
but
you
they
can't
do it every
do
show.
with
enhance,
That thing you
enhance.
can do now.
You can do it with
Can you
4K
do
with
it?
4K
Really?
resolution. Yeah.
No, you can do it with like with
1080
with
even.
AI.
Oh really? You
Yeah.
can like do that. Oh, you can enhance. Oh god, that's horrifying. Because then,
You know the
what's the
weird thing-
difference between that and a deep fake?
Nothing. That
Because that's
I
not the
was-
real image.
On
It's not the real
Spotify,
image.
they have their AI DJ, and what irritates me is when they play music that I like. Like I'm listening, I'm like hate listening to it. Like fuck this and fuck
but
you and
what's the-
fuck. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but that's like that's like a fucking. There's a playlist or like a shuffle. There's a shuffle button.
Yeah.
I've
But, like-
forever said the iPod should have made DJs extinct, and by forever I mean I just said it now.
Sure. You're doing good work.
I will say
I
it
did
forever.
enjoy on New Girl. She
It
came
did.
in and she had an iPod Nano on her sleeve. Yeah.
In 2015. Oh, in that episode we were talking about earlier, Rowan, you weren't here. Have you seen Community?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
It's quite
Well-
good. Wait, go back though. The episodes
Squeak
you
squad.
watched, you were talking about VOM.
Yes,
so
I think
watched
you were
early
on. You popped
ones.
up on like the 7th. I watched like the 7th or 8th episode. Maybe it was the 10th one. Somewhere in the first 10, I just
Yeah.
jumped ahead from the first one.
Yeah.
And you
I
were
showed
there,
up.
and you and Rob were very like cordial and so friendly and like kind of like awkwardly each trying to feel each other out for what the vibe was here. Like nobody, and then there were people that firstly, this was one night where there were only 5 of you.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
went around twice, which we rarely do,
Yeah, it
especially
was a-
these days because we've abbreviated the.
It reminded me.
Schedule.
It felt very similar to Brian Ranney's late lamented open mic, the play music open mic out of St. Louis, because sometimes that one would just be me, him, and the painter whose name has gone out of my head.
Oh, Cup.
Cup. I loved Cup. That one that open mic was also something special. It definitely conformed to Brian's odd personality, which I enjoyed greatly. But there was a night where there was a trans performer on there who read a poem about the Stonewall riots, and we were all just floored.
Oh, wow.
Stuff that I didn't
hell
know
of a
about.
story,
I
man.
didn't fucking know.
That Stonewall shit is crazy.
It's insane.
And apparently the movie they made like is just like a watered down fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
It always.
yeah.
Isn't it
Aaron
always?
Sorkin style
Oh,
version of
God.
the shit.
It got Sorkin.
Yeah, it got
It's
Sorkin.
seriously
Shit.
Sorkin? Oh, my
And no,
God.
it's not Sorkin, but he did the
Okay.
trial of the Chicago 7, which he had no business going anywhere near
With Freddie Mercury in it?
because he hates leftists. Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen, Sasha Boo Boo Goo Boo apparently did a very good job.
The once and future Freddie.
Yeah, man, he should have fucking done
He
it.
was supposed to be it.
Yeah.
But I will say like
Freddie
that,
Mercury?
Yeah, look
He
at
was
his
supposed
fucking
to be
face.
Freddie Mercury. He was
Look at his
supposed to be.
face.
He fell out.
It's one of the best Kevin Hart bits ever.
he's
Look at
kind
your
of a
face.
Dick.
Kev, what's that?
What?
But he's such a dick.
Sacha Baron Cohen?
Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah.
as a
Not as big a
person,
dick
or-
as Kevin Hart,
He seemed... well,
You
apparently.
think?
yeah, but Kevin Hart wasn't going to play...
No, that's true.
That would have been a fucking amazing.
That would be like that's better than Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al. That's better than that.
No,
yeah.
Joylene had the best one of those ever. She's like, you know who needs to front Van Halen? This was like 15 years ago. CeeLo. CeeLo could do it. And I was like, Panama, y'all. And I'm like, fuck. CeeLo.
You know he could
He could do it. You've got to
because
have
his voice
that.
is fucking killer.
He's amazing. He's
Yeah.
he's had his issues,
We've
but
talked about it.
yeah, as a musician, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, Kate met him and like hung out with him.
No.
Yeah, for like weeks at a time. Like when
Oh,
he
wow.
was in town, he would call her up and they'd hang out. Not like
That's-
hang out, but like, you know,
Well, that you know of.
that I know about. Not that I know about. And you know, if that's, you know, good on both
Did
of
you
them.
ever watch the video for Closet Freak that I sent
No.
you? Ah,
No. I had to watch Severance.
of course you did.
It's very good.
Did it pay off in the end?
It really did. The last episode I kind of got upset with, and the same thing with The Last of Us. Rowan, did you watch The Last of Us?
I haven't seen that yet.
I'm only on
good?
episode 3. I just finished episode 3.
I've heard
Episode 3
great
might be
things.
the best
I heard the
episode.
Mandalorian's great in
amazing.
it. Is it real
He's
good?
incredible. Pedro Pascal is on 2 of my favorite TV shows of the moment because The Last of Us is prestige TV at its fucking finest. They finally did zombies right. The zombies don't play a huge part in it,
Spoiler.
but when they do, it's important. That's all.
Like
Yeah.
like as much as 28 Days Later.
I didn't finish it, but Chris
Oh, I
Eccleston's
loved
great,
it.
and
I
Cillian Murphy's
loved-
great.
That was his first.
That was my
film.
first Killian Murphy.
That's his first film, as far as I know.
Really?
I
His
think so.
talk about a fucking thick accent, man.
Yeah, but you know what I loved about 28 Days Later was
zombies?
the dread. No, it's the dread when they're not there.
Yeah.
In
That's what
the
they play
waiting.
with.
and the
la-
fucking score, and it's just the dread. You know, because
I
usually
think you
that
should
kind
you
of
should
thing
watch
just
you should watch Last of Us. It's
I've heard
probably
such good things. Isn't the
it's-
video game amazing too? That it's
I've
based on?
only made it to the
Rowan,
third
pretend like you don't
to-
know the video game.
to the third episode's worth of the video game. So like the
Are you-
first
I'm sorry, question
season
in
is
the
the
back.
first game. Oh yes, you in the back.
Question in the back. I'm sorry, Mr.
Yes.
Corbett. Are you still gaming these days?
Oh, I didn't know you did those things.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Are you a computer
actually,
gamer?
I am a computer
You
gamer.
do a computer. Okay.
Computer.
And actually, up my I pulled out my Steam Deck earlier tonight.
Hey man, it's not that kind of show.
I know.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is that.
But yeah, I have a Steam Deck that I don't get to play that often because again, don't have that much time these days.
You know, Joylene. The only reason I know what Steam is because Joylene has it on my computer for when she plays games.
you shouldn't
Again,
put Steam
I
on your
feel
computer.
like
It'll mess up
she
the
should be here.
circuits.
Whenever you guys start talking about this stuff, it's like I have my Millhouse version moment. You know, I'm not a nerd. Nerds are smart. Like you guys are interested in stuff that I don't get at all.
But yeah, I've pretty much always been a PC gamer
guy?
or a
Yeah.
computer gamer. Like I had a Commodore 64. I did have
So you're a politically correct gamer, is what you're trying to say?
fucking
console
woke.
I've ever owned was an Atari 2600.
Wow.
Yeah.
My last console was the ColecoVision. I rocked some Venture. That was my shit. But
Nary and NES amongst the both of you.
That's true.
I
I
was
played
loaned.
NES
I was loaned an NES for a weekend by a friend, and I
You
played
could rent
Super
them from
Mario
Blockbuster
Brothers,
for a while.
and
Oh, wow.
I was good after a weekend. And my children are so disappointed that I don't play video games because they want to play them with me. And I'm
Do
like,
they? So, but like, there is a console in your house currently.
there's two. There's the 13-year-old has the Xbox in his room, and we
Okay.
have like the
Switch?
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the
That's
Switch.
perfect. That's
And I
such a good
watched-
family system.
And I watch them play da na 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 na. He's leaving. Na 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 na. I can't remember what it's
Is
called.
this
but it's
Mario
great.
Kart?
No. It's the one where the two characters of varying origins fight each other. There it is.
That's my
Which-
that's my Steam controller.
Oh, that's nice.
I like
Ooh,
your
I like
knees.
how the buttons are indented on the. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
it didn't start out that way. He's really
So that's
into
the Steam
games.
controller.
That's
But I'm
nice.
terrible with controllers. I'm very much a mouse and keyboard guy.
Oh
Fascinating.
wow.
I've had it beaten into me. Like I had a Sega,
Sega.
a Sega Genesis.
I could
Genesis.
do game pads,
Genovese.
but like the dual stick thing.
Then you
I'm
may
not
like a
good at.
Switch.
Yeah.
You may like a Switch because there's a
Are you
touch
saying
screen.
it's like a Switch?
Oh crap! I did. So I don't have a console, but my daughter has a Wii U.
Oh, okay. That's
Nice.
that's a proto Switch.
I have Tetris on my iPhone. Does that count?
Yes, Chris, it does. Good job. You helped put out the fire too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
Rowan,
you.
would you like to play a couple songs? You do
That
not
would be
have to.
Wonderful.
We
If
would
you're-
love to
if you're
hear
of
it.
a mind and in the mood.
Yeah.
What do you
Otherwise,
wanna hear? Do you have
if
any
you
requests?
don't play, you have to get hammered. It's one or the other.
Why
Well,
not
as
both,
I have
baby?
to get up and drive to Baltimore and then drive
shit.
to New York,
Oh, who wants to drive to
I'm
Baltimore?
not gonna get hammered.
That's the worst fucking idea ever. I
So-
Didn't you just do that, Chris?
Yeah, don't do that. It's a bad idea. It's bad idea genes is what it is. This is not a patch on your music. You know how much I love your music, Rowan. As our mutual friend Rob has said, the only thing he and I have in common are Star Wars and your music. So I am a huge fan, but I have to stand up and walk over there. And
Oh, yeah,
make
yeah.
creaky loud noises.
I
so
see.
I'm going
Okay,
to run
well,
away for a few minutes and
I
then
will-
come back.
all
No, I'm
right.
just going to stop my camera and I'll come back.
Okay.
I will.
Well, now that he's gone, we can really do this. He can't hear us, right?
how's he got the Ilyami symbol?
I have no idea. It's very confusing. And his camera went out last time, and he was like, "Where'd I go?" And I was like, "Is Rob taking over our stream?" Turns out no, but maybe he's been infected with the Ouroboros of Iliami. I would like to hear your Dune song, please, if that's something you're willing to do.
Let's see if I
Otherwise, how about this, man? Dealer's choice. Play whatever the fuck you're in the mood for. Like, I'm going to play a show on my birthday in a few days, and I'm very excited about it. Hooray,
Happy
hurrah.
birthday,
It's supposed to be an open mic, but no one ever shows up to it. So it's just going to be me playing. And I have an indefinite residency on Wednesdays. So it may just be me doing 2.5 hours every Wednesday, which I'm completely fine with.
So that's the one in Virginia, right?
No. That hasn't started yet. I'm scared to reach out about that because she wants to do it on a weekday, and I don't want to deal with weekday Virginia rush hour traffic because I'd have to get on
yeah.
like 395, and that's a fucking mess. But I'm gonna on Wednesday I'm gonna play just a bunch of songs that I like to play, and I'm gonna have a horn player with me, and we're gonna do stuff, and I'm gonna bring my keyboard to this little tiny baby stage, and it's gonna be really cramped and amazing. But yeah, so don't feel the need to play an assigned thing. You did ask for it. You were dressed this way, so I just assumed you wanted it. But if you could play the Dune song, that'd be great. If you're not in the mood for a Dune tune, then fucking I'll fuck off.
Well,
But
let me pull up the lyrics because
okay.
that's just going to be good for everybody.
All
to know
right.
the lyrics.
Yeah, knowing the words to stuff, that's pretty rad. When I started this stream, I played a song and I forgot the words every single chorus. Because the words change a bit. There's a little line that's different, and I forgot it every time because I got it mixed up. So, yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Rowan fucking Corbett.
Oh, God, that tuning is terrible.
Okay. It's still Rowan Corbett, but we're gonna get him tuned. We're all gonna do it. It's all good. We're all good. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And you know what we're about to have, Rowan?
Potatoes? St. Patty's Day.
Yes, potatoes.
What am I doing wrong here? Ah. It's what guides me and tears me apart, wraps around me, keeps my brain in check, walks beside me till my very last breath. What's the matter? Thought that you keep up such potential, but it ain't enough. Didn't notice when it all ground down. Didn't feel it. Didn't make a sound. Don't belong here, just a shade. Pretended all this time, didn't earn this place. All that was inside, hollowed out and lost, peeling back now, crumbling, it breaks and falls. It falls. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, I was muted. Clapping.
Clapping. goodness.
All right. Would you like to do another one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what though.
Okay. All right.
I think
Chris,
I have
if you're still around, you got any requests? Load them up, and after this one, I think are you fine doing 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like after 2, you're kind of warmed up, and so then you do the 1, and then you can go. Yeah.
So yeah, that last one is called The Litany, which is, as you mentioned, a reference to Dune.
Which book?
The first one, The Litany of
Okay.
Fear. So is something that Paul Atreides falls back on as a way to get a hold of his mind as he's sort of becoming this intergalactic,
Jesus.
yeah, basically
Space Worm Jesus. Yeah.
space worm. Well, he's such a tragic character, you know.
I have no idea. Like I've gotten bits and pieces fragmented, like some from you, some from Rob, some like I was in a D&D
All I
group.
heard was Space Worm Jesus and Tragic Figure, and I'm like, have you guys been talking about me while I was gone?
Yes. You're a classic Space Worm Jesus.
Well, I recently went back and reread the first book, Dune, and the interesting thing about it is he sees this future where he sees this future where he's not space Jesus, but he's space Hitler.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Like a war in my name. Like it was hinted at that's
Yeah.
like a part of that's the context that he saw in the new
Yeah.
the 2021 Dune, Denis Villeneuve's
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet. He's such a pretty boy.
And you know,
That score was insane, by the way.
yeah, it's an amazing score. Hans Zimmer.
I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he
yeah.
could do that.
Didn't
And
they
then
invent new instruments to make some of those noises?
Maybe. It seems
I
like
feel like I
some
saw something
Dave
about
Benham
that.
level like PVC
Yeah.
fucking makeshift shit.
But the thing that's so tragic about him is like, you know, he spends the entire book, you know, trying to avoid becoming Space Hitler, and then
Spoilers.
Mm.
at the end of the book they break him, and
Right.
he's like, I don't fucking care anymore.
And I'm gonna do a 9/11 now.
That
you
is
know,
like-
he's just,
just
like
like Hitler.
so angry. You
It
know?
was so strange to me reading. Like, I only made it 150 pages into that book.
see the
I got
movie?
distracted.
Oh, yeah, you saw the
It
movie, you heard
happens.
the
I
sound.
love the movie. I loved that first half of the story.
Oh, yeah.
But I made
you know,
and
money,
like
right?
the dread and the air of inexorability, just of that. Like, this is what's going to happen. Like, your father's going to get killed. This is just what's going to happen. It was like trying to read the Oscar Wilde one about the painting, Dorian Gray.
Dorian
Trying
Gray.
to read Dorian Gray, and just it had the similar sense of inexorable dread to it. I'm like, I bet this is amazing. I gotta put this down.
I love how they play with that in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, in his visions, you know, he keeps seeing this person who says that they're, you know, who seems to be like indicating that he's going to take him in and teach him the ways of the Fremen, you know, and that ends up being Jamis, you know, who, sorry, it's a 40, 50-year-old book
I
at
mean,
this
so
point.
let's just throw it out.
Spoiler.
So
I'm like 3. This is my 3rd glass.
Yeah.
So I probably won't remember some of this,
Yeah.
and you know the movie doesn't come out till the end of the year unless you know Warner Brothers loses all
this
their
is
money.
what happens in the the first movie.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this happened. So
Oh, that's right.
there's-
That's
Oh,
right.
The
by
character
the way,
Jamis.
Rowan, just as an aside, Joylene's birthday present that she asked for from the family when that movie came out is that all 4 of us had to watch it together.
Oh,
even
nice.
though the children and I had no fucking idea what was happening. And she's so keen.
That's not a
like, so
movie
happy for it.
for anyone under like 25.
Yeah.
Like you have to have lived some fucking life a
She was just
little
like,
bit.
What is happening?
It's a really intelligent movie.
It's an incredible movie. Every time I watch it, I like it more. But
How many
I
times
think
have you seen it, Jules?
I own it, and I've probably
That wasn't
I watched it once. Then I watched it with my dad. Then I think I've seen it 2 more times since then. So I've watched it 4
that's
times.
4.
Yeah. So every time I've seen it, I fucking like it better and better, and I find something else
Interesting.
about it that I like more.
Sorry, but I'm sorry, Rowan. You were saying.
Oh, but well, yeah, it's just that, they play with that inexorability. He's having these visions of the future, and there's this character he sees, and who is like, in his visions is like, I'm going to teach you the ways of the Fremen, and it's the man that he ends up killing to become, a member of the Fremen, and it's like, if you've read the books, this is like, it's a famous scene, in the books, when he first, encounters the Fremen as in their environment. And like that moment there sort of sets up, the next movie and the way that the books end up running their course perfectly.
It's a goddamn shame Aquaman had to die.
Yeah, he's definitely dead for real. They definitely got Jason Momoa in for this, and then they just killed him, and that's
fucking
it.
Oscar Isaac too.
Oh well, he's actually he's dead
Yeah.
as fuck. Yeah, he's dead as shit. Yeah,
I
He's
doubt
so dead.
he had to go do Moon Knight. He's dead.
Do you think they're gonna do you think they're gonna go all the way to
I think they're gonna do
Children of
maybe if this next movie makes like $1 billion, which it might, because it was a cult hit, and it's like it's like one of the best looking, best visually designed
It's
movies.
unbelievable.
It's
The visual
so the
design.
scope and the scale and the
It's
different
one of the
environments.
ones, if they put it back in the theater, I'd go see it.
I'm going to
And
see it.
I didn't
going to
know
see it.
what was going on.
I didn't see it in the
a
theater
good
because it
chunk of
came
the
out.
time.
It came out when
Oh, yeah.
quarantine shit.
I had
and
to
I'm like,
lean over, and again, Rowan, we've talked about this, but I don't think you and Joylene talked about it. But those are her favorite books.
Yeah.
Like, she's read all of...
Yeah, she
she's
should
read all
definitely
the
be
Frank
here. You
Herbert
shouldn't
books.
be here, Chris.
She is so
She
much
should
more
definitely
interesting
be
than I
here.
am.
She
She's
should be the
great.
host, and then Rowan is
I
the
feel
third
like,
seat,
yeah.
and that's it.
I know another one of your bandmates was having a great conversation
Me?
with her back on... no, not... Well,
It was just Zach.
She and Joey talked for a while. Does that count?
Oh, yeah.
But no, I was
guess
talking about a
7
different-
years ago, yeah.
The person whose house we were in. The two of them had a great conversation. Heather's like, she's great to talk to. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's the best. Yeah, but yeah, she's like totally into that. Like, that's her favorite series. I even got her some of the Brian Herbert books when they started doing those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is
There
that
was
like when Tolkien's son started writing?
Yes, exactly. And
He never
I
really.
have,
Well, Tolkien's son didn't really write. He just
No, he kind of like
no,
amalgamated
compiled,
shit.
didn't he?
Yeah,
compile?
yeah. The
I have
Silmarillion
her
was,
copy of the Silmarillion is there, and the Lost Tales. I've sent you pictures of them, Rowan.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
all of her nerd shit. The rumor is you guys might end up here in June, and if
C'est
so,
possible.
I feel as though you and Joylene are going to have a lot of things to talk about. Like, you and I will be like, it's so great to see you. We have very few shared interests.
Well, I mean,
I think
sci-fi stuff is sci-fi stuff.
yeah,
You know.
I feel like when Heather was here, she was looking at our bookshelf. She's like, "This looks like my bookshelf." I'm like, "Yeah, those are mostly mine." Like the one she was pointing out, like that's my stuff. Like, we talked about John Irving for a while. Like, we have. I'm sorry, he's getting sleepy. Did you want to play
No,
another
I just
song?
had to yawn. That's all.
I understand.
God, my hands are busy. Okay,
gotta-
Rowan, I have one more question before we let you play 2 more
it
songs
what's your
and then
fucking
let
deal?
you leave.
Is
It is
what's your
not-
fucking deal?
Well, that's kind of the underlying tone of the whole thing.
The underlying and overarching tone, if
Right.
you will.
It is
And
in the
you're-
encapsulating
and you're the
tone,
filling,
the enveloping
if you
tone.
will.
Yes, you are the creamy cream
the
filling.
smooshy bits.
Although
in the
technically,
middle.
Chris, you're the cream filling.
Yeah.
You know what, Rowan? Just play a song. I'll save my question for later. We need a palate cleanser. All right. Here's Rowan Corbett
I'm
again,
just-
everybody.
Oh yes. Gotta mute me.
man strange, no longer insane. Such cold vision that you can't bear to watch. But radiation is deadly and we're fused to this spot. It all rains down, ashes sift to the ground. We move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. And as we speed through space, time comes grinding to a halt. Neither here nor there, we span the space between it all. Now we're hard in the core, we're thriving on strife. Only counting decay, breathing half-life. So we'll bleed out this heat, we'll shine in the dark. Permeate the aether and try not to spark. As it all rains down, ashes sift to the ground. We move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. And as we speed through space, time comes grinding to a halt. Neither here nor there, we span the space between it all. Watching me melt down, hearing me break. Charm and strange, no longer insane. Such cold vision that you can't bear to watch. The radiation is deadly, we're fused to this spot.
Now, for those of you not in the know, that is what we call...
Sorry, I was playing along the whole time.
That is what we call a Rowan ending.
That is true.
Yes.
He just stops.
I
I do it too, but I am fine relinquishing the title to you because it's so much more in line with your
fits what you
songwriting
do.
style
Yeah.
and your playing style and how percussive it is, and Rowan is a master percussionist. I've heard people called master percussionists, and I'm like, no, they just play drums. And sometimes like a bongo or something. Like, that's not a master percussionist. Like, my dad has been playing percussion for 50 years almost, and I don't think he's a master percussionist. He's a fucking like elite tier.
So
but
jealous of that, by the way, as an aside, just having the music in your family and nearby.
Oh, it's in the blood. And it's not the reason I do it. Like, I was pushed into it a bit because, like, my dad was like, you'd probably like this. You'd probably like this. And I was like, shut up. You're my dad. You don't know anything. You just made me and stuff. And then, this is the famous story I heard, I found Jason Mraz. Praise be.
I
came to Mraz before he was all like, let's all be happy all the time. He was like, man, I'm really sad and I hope somebody will ever love me. And that's where I was because I was 15. And so I heard his album, Mr. A to Z, which I just listened to in full today while driving up 95. And you know what?
Nice.
Holds up. 18-year-old album. It's fucking good, man.
Hey, happy for you, man.
Yeah, shut up. You don't know. Wear your Irish hat and go eat some potatoes. It's still St. Patrick's Day. Anyway,
For about another 50 minutes.
this was in the early days of YouTube, and I just happened to look up Jason Mraz playing. It was
YouTube.
my favorite song of
YouTube.
him, the YouTubes, and I saw him just playing by himself on a stage with a guitar, playing the song that I love, that's fully orchestrated.
I'm amazed by guys who can do that, though.
and it
Mraz
sounds-
and your guy Mayer,
Yeah, and it
who
sounds
I don't have much
better
use for. But
somehow.
they're very good at that.
better than the album. And I was just like, "Oh, you can just do that? You don't have to do the whole thing with the band and corralling people. You can just do a thing." And he wrote this,
Yeah.
and he can just be there and do it. So my question to you, Rowan, this is all leading into a thing. It's a kind of a question, inquisitive sort of thing.
Yes, question in the back.
Me? Yes. Can
Yeah,
I?
you have a question.
Okay. Yes.
Professional interview man, you have a question.
Rowan, you only very recently started playing out. I don't know how long you've been writing.
But your own songs, is that what you're
Your
saying?
own,
Like
yes, his
songs?
own stuff, like with a guitar and you and a microphone, and
Yeah.
that being the thing.
That is a relatively recent.
It's
thing
pretty
for you, Rowan?
recent.
Is that
like,
correct?
Well-
I've known Rowan for 10 years almost, maybe. Like
Yeah.
we met, back in the T-Volve days, and we would
Yeah.
come into contact. We didn't really talk, but but no, you would maybe play a song every now and then.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
feel like in the time I knew you that I saw you playing your own music. I saw you playing in Ilyami. I didn't know Tinsmith. I was aware
Yeah.
that they existed. But so is it fair to say that it's a fairly recent development that you've started playing your own songs out?
Playing them out, yeah. I mean, there was a short time, when I first moved to the DC area, I was trying to find my place, I guess, in a way. And I bumped into Rob.
Hey,
and,
Rowan, you should really know your place. Sorry, go on. I'm so sorry. I'm
I
gonna
feel
mute
like I
myself.
can't make that joke.
and
I don't
you know what?
why.
You're
I
right.
don't know
But try
why.
it sometime. You'll be fine.
But you
It's fine.
can't. Hey, you can't say anything.
You know what?
anymore.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry, but you were saying.
yeah,
so
so like Rob and I, when I first moved here, we were going
sorry,
to a
Rob?
bunch of open mic. There was an open mic in particular in College Park in the very early days at a place called
Is that the
what
perk
was it?
or is it
The
a different?
Java Head. It was like pre-perk. It was called the Java Head.
That's before my time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over where I think the Cold Stone Creamery is now in.
Uh-oh. How late
Is
are
it
they
near
open?
Atomic? Is it near Atomic?
No.
No,
It's down.
it's on the strip on like
Yeah, where
Yeah,
the Chipotle is
Yeah,
in College Park. Anyway,
there's a McDonald's and a Pizza Hut there too.
well, there used to be a McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Back,
It's gone?
back then. Oh, yeah.
McDonald's
People
never
kept getting
closed.
robbed in the parking lot of that McDonald's.
One,
Okay, well, okay, no, that McDonald's is still there, but there used to be one.
Good. That's good.
Thank fuck. The
There used to be one
where
down there on
people get
Knox
jacked.
Road where the Chipotle was.
Oh,
So-
Knox
Hey,
Road. Oh, okay.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Down
like,
near
right there.
down near Frat Row. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know that
exactly.
area very
Down
well at
near
all.
Frat Row.
So anyway, we used to go to this open mic all the time. As a matter of fact, one of how it is when there's a traumatic experience.
Can't wait.
9/11. On
Wait.
the actual 9/11, it was a Tuesday, and that was when they did that open mic. And
Did they do it?
Yeah, we
The
went.
night up?
Holy
Damn.
shit. I would pay money to
Oh.
get in a time machine
If only
and go
there
back
were,
to
there
that
was
room.
film. That must have been fucking
was-
amazing.
It was just sort of a.
It's
you
had to
know.
be so fucking weird.
It was
Ugh.
weird. But everybody left work.
Early.
Especially in
Around
DC,
this
everybody
area.
just left.
I was out of school before the second tower fell. I was out of school.
I was not yet married, but my girl is from New York and has family there, and one of her cousins was supposed to have worked in one of the towers
yeah.
that day and just didn't happen to go in that day.
Fuck, man.
Yeah,
Seth MacFarlane syndrome.
I know.
Yeah.
Famously, Seth MacFarlane was supposed to get on a
And
flight
could give two shits about
from
it,
Oh, wow.
New
which
York
is
to
hilarious.
LA.
But I'm sorry, you were
Yeah.
at that open mic. I want to
Yeah.
hear more about this.
Yeah, and we just, everybody was like shell shocked, and we just like wanted something that was a little normal, and so we went and did the open mic that night. So, yeah, it was I mean, it was like eerily quiet, because there are no airplanes at all. There's a small airfield in College Park, but every plane was grounded. It was bizarre. It was like a shorter version of what happened with the pandemic. Is like there was like everything was just like super surreal, for several
Yeah,
days.
and then, but like I would say, because there has been a backlash culturally to the pandemic, but I would say that like the splash that 9/11 had, like 9/11 to me is when the future started. Like the world we have today and the conditions we have today and like the fucking this like exponential growth that everybody's horny for and all this shit started with that cultural crater. And then there was just a like I don't even know how to oh shit. God damn it.
No, you ain't getting
I'm
shit.
too slow on the draw. I need to just keep it on my hip. God damn it. Anyway,
Young buck, not fast enough.
Bush did 9/11. Rowan, on that note, what do you got? What do you got to close this out?
All right. Oh goodness.
In this
guess I could-
economy, you need to watch the Gary Gulman special, the same name, by the way. I think you'll be very entertained. You'll enjoy
Okay.
his work if you're
I
not
like a
familiar.
Gary Goldman.
Gulman.
You
is
getting
a
you getting the
fine-
baritone, Rowan?
I am going.
Oh, is it the electric baritone?
Is it the new guy?
Oh, I'm a little sorry you didn't
All right.
hold on to the amp.
We're making you solo. Hold on. Can we do this? Oh, damn. Hold on. Can I make
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Him the thing.
There it is.
But then I'm trying to get him there and us on the side so that he can
If
see
you
our
let
reactions
somebody
to
else
it.
have access to these things.
I don't know. Man, I've seen it done
Just-
before, but
you
I don't
have
know how
so
to do it.
much, You have so much control.
Hold on. I'm gonna. If I boot, I'm gonna boot myself. Hold on,
Oh,
And he's gone.
now I'm back.
And he's back, professional interview man.
And then if we do this, it's still me. Shit. All right.
You're
Let's
doing
just get
great
rolling.
work.
Oh, I booted
that's
Rowan.
not him.
God damn it.
I think you can't you like move them around with your mouse?
Can I do that?
Can technically.
Yes.
Hi.
There he is.
Finally,
Finally.
a white guy on this live stream. Wait, no.
It's- the market is so just stark.
Sorry. Wait.
Starving
But if I
for
take
it.
the hat off, Jew hat back on. Okay.
We have fun here.
I did get chased. I did get chased for looking Joey at one point. So
Oh, fun.
That is
fun.
a
And
separate
that'll never
conversation.
happen again in this country.
no, everything's fine
Everything's
until
fine.
the trains come.
Yeah.
But what?
What?
How is the dick ripping good? How is the Barry treating you, Rowan? Do you like
Well,
playing
you
the
know-
electric?
I do, and there was a couple of days of like, oh well, I had to, because any like if you get a guitar nowadays, unless you're buying it from, someone who like
Makes
made it,
guitars, right?
Yeah.
Like Bob Graham around here.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be you're gonna have to do all the setup stuff on it,
Yeah. Or take it somewhere to.
or take it
Yeah.
somewhere. So, but I studied with a luthier for a little while, so I leveled
when
the
did this
frets
happen?
and
When did the luthier training?
this was
happen?
like, this was in early 2000s. There's a gentleman by the name of Steve Carmody.
Yep.
And he he taught me some stuff. So, but yeah, I ended up doing a bunch of setup stuff on it, and then I pulled the electronics out and redid that because I was getting some wicked buzz.
You seem
did you swap
displeased
them
with
out?
your initial the initial things that were involved.
It wasn't so much that I was displeased. It was more that I was like frustrated. It's like, man, can I just like get something and like take it out of the box and play it or use it? Like
Well,
I recently,
you can. It's just not going to work out necessarily.
Yeah.
I recently bought an electric bike. I got it the same week I got this guitar, and it still doesn't work. The electric bike.
Electric bike. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a sort of like when you
Like the
pedal, you
assistant?
charge it, and
No,
then it goes.
it's like a
got
pedal
like a kinetic
assist
thing?
and
Yeah,
a
yeah.
throttle too. So.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
My
You have
buddy
to charge
Tony
it then?
in town is
Yep.
is a bike guy, so he's got one of those. He's the guy who like sold me my bike that I have, and he's got like he's one of those guys who rides in the wintertime and like an assisted bike. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to become, as one of those guys who rides to work. 10 miles to work. I can't do it on a regular bike.
No.
Yeah. No, that's rough. That's rough.
So, but it still doesn't work.
Wow. Shit.
So, and I'm going through the troubleshooting phase, and it's like this is week 2, week and a half. And if this next thing doesn't work, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, just send me a label so I can send this thing back to you, and I'll buy it from another company.
It's the fuck right off. Yeah.
So
It's the fuck right off option. So I'm a little sorry for this. I was saying before, I'm sorry you didn't hold on to that amp that I sent you.
yeah, I
What's all this then?
he let me borrow his
Yeah.
Vox amp.
Just like an open-ended like loan of this amp.
Okay.
I'm like,
Was it a tube amp? Did it have tube amps?
No,
No.
solid state.
Okay.
Small
I sent him,
practice
like,
amp.
this neat little like Vox.
Yeah.
Didn't it have like the British flag on the front
Yes.
of it? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
I
just a
know,
neat
I know,
little
I know the
Vox
one.
amp.
The little
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
who's like a foot wide, maybe.
Yeah, and I got like a hell of a deal on it. I'm like, yeah, you can, because I bought like an AC4.
Yeah.
And I got a great deal on it. I just upgraded. And I'm like, this is going to sit in my closet. And I just sent it to him. And it cost almost as much to send it to you as it did to buy the fucking thing.
so
I felt so stupid. No, that wasn't your fault at all. I'm just like, I don't need this. I'll send it to you. How much is it? Fuck, I'm here already. You know? Like, that had nothing to do with you. You have nothing to feel sorry about at all.
So
Well, speaking of nothing to feel sorry about, why don't you do song? You do song, and
Song
then
be good.
and then
I
you
like
go,
song be
and
good.
then you go sleep home to be
And we'll
drive
wrap it up
morning.
another
And
45 minutes or
We'll
so.
do, yeah, exactly. We'll just stay on for another 3 hours, and that'll be
Just
it.
talking about, like, Rowan's nice. I like Rowan.
Rowan's
You
nice.
Rowan?
We
I
like
Rowan,
him.
too.
We like
He's
his
nice.
face. It's
We should
good.
play more song.
Yeah,
Rowan Corbett.
Rowan Corbett.
working in this shit town, it's become my home, where all my fair weather friends, nothing to call my own. Shantytown, my home. Shantytown, when the rain comes down, this becomes a muddy hole, and everybody disappears except me. Stay in my tent alone. Shantytown, makes no sense, they call us bums and they hide their children when we come. But we don't wanna hurt no one, just Wanna live our lives and then move on. Work's done, I'll get my pay. Put on my coat and hop the train. Leave my tent and my tools, so some other fool can live this way. Working in this shanty town, it's become his home, where all his fair weather friends, nothing to call his own. Shanty town, his own. Shanty town.
We love to see it, folks. Rowan Corbett. Okay. Do you have any other plugs? I know you play with Tinsmith.
Yeah, anything Tinsmith related coming
Yeah.
up.
Not at the moment. We've got some stuff planned in the future, but no solid announcements to make yet. Other than we are working on another album.
All right.
Didn't you?
If
have
you're
a-
in the
a
Annapolis
weekend?
area,
Yeah.
next week. What day is that? Let's see here. I think that is the
What day of the week is it?
23rd, Thursday. The
Thursday.
23rd. We'll be playing at the Dark
Thursday.
Horse in Annapolis. That'll be
Okay.
Ilyami. So that should be a
Alright.
fun show.
Well, you have your orders, all one of you that kept tuning in. Someone
Going.
actually started watching. So, Rowan, you're our good luck charm, because this is like one of the only times where anyone has ever
To be
actually
fair, we
tuned in.
never
To be
promote
fair.
that we're doing the thing.
This is
We
true,
just
but
go and do the thing.
because we either don't know when we're going to do it or we know when we're going to do it, but we don't think it's worth advertising. This would have been worth advertising. If I'd have
Yeah.
known before yesterday that this was going to be a thing, I would have talked some shit about it on open mics and stuff.
Now, Mr. Corbett, we are at 11:28, and once again, no offense taken whatsoever. I know you said
Please
you had to
go.
by
You know what,
11:30.
Rowan? If I boot you, don't be offended.
Yeah, no offense, man.
No offense,
but
but get
right
the
off.
fuck out of here.
Fucking fuck.
Please
with your
leave.
Fuck.
And no
With your
offense,
Fuck.
but
You're.
he's gone.
Oh.
Just kidding. He's still here. He's still here, everybody. We're not that mean. We're not that mean. But Rowan, I do know you have to go, and I don't want to keep you.
Really appreciate the time,
Thanks
Mr.
thanks
Corbett.
for this. This was
Always
a
a pleasure.
fucking
Never a
blast.
chore.
That's great.
I hope you enjoyed it half as much as we did.
because we
Because it's
definitely,
great.
but
It
we
was
have
great
we
to
have brain
just get to
brain
bullshit.
worms. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul
So many
Atreides
brain
got
worms.
in there. So
It is full on.
Did they
Wrath
put
of Khan,
creatures in your body?
shit in your ears. Yeah. It's all.
it's all
Wrath of
leaking out.
Khan.
It's all yeah, exactly.
Khan!
Yeah,
No, this was fun. I'm glad we just got to bullshit for a while.
molto
as
bene.
opposed to having to do things.
You got
And
some
we'll see you
songs
on
in.
Monday.
Yeah.
At the Great and Glorious
And I'll
Bomb.
put time codes at the bottom, so in case
Okay.
you want to reference anybody to this,
Right
which I wouldn't blame you if you don't.
Yeah, you don't
but
wanna do that. You
but
don't want
I
anybody to watch this.
No,
we're gonna scrub this from the internet as soon as we're done.
Yeah,
for the good of all, for the greater good. Really. Thanks, Elon.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for having me on.
All right.
And just
So much
remember,
fun.
there is no SETI Alpha 5.
Okay. Well, good night. Thanks, Elon. Good night, Rowan. Love you. Mean
Good night,
it.
Mr. Corbett. I'll see you on Monday. Always a pleasure. Never
Bye.
a chore. Get some rest. Don't be like us.
Oh my God.
Is he really gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
That fucking guy. No.
Could he be any nicer? But seriously, like I know you joked that we were gonna gush over him, but like he's
No, I
such
love
a,
him.
He's such a nice guy.
He's such a good person. In fact, I did the when we first started becoming friends, I did the but you don't, and and he just stopped me. He's like, I don't do that. Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm
he's
sorry.
like he's so fucking sincere. It's
he's
it's
genuine.
so dope. But
Yeah.
he's down to clown. Obviously,
yeah.
he showed up for this bullshit,
He came here with
this
we
nonsense,
two
and he
assholes.
stayed for an hour. He stayed
And
for
by the way,
2
we
hours
really
almost.
need to rename it. I did tell you. Joylene asked me the other day. It's like, did you ever tell Jules what you're supposed to call this? I'm like, yeah, which was two assholes talking. And that is my lovely wife, my partner of 24 years. Like, two assholes talking. I started to say to Rowan, I'm like, this has been a continued exploration of how did two guys from such disparate upbringings and situations and ages have such similar viewpoints.
Yeah.
Like, it's really been that. It's like, how are we... It's like you're exploring. It's like, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. It's like, no, I'm just like this.
That should be my fucking autobiography.
I'm just
The
like
title of
this?
it. No, I'm just like this. I'm just
Yeah.
like this. Like, this is it.
It
It's
is weird.
You think
It
there's
is-
something underneath? No, it's just this. I
I'm
tell
amazed.
people. I tell people
Yeah.
when I host open mics, I'm like, by the way, it's just this. So the respite will be the performers in between me having
I mean,
to talk.
I
Because
have-
it's just fucking this.
There's plenty of mud and garbage underneath. Don't get me wrong. There's
Oh,
horrible
absolutely.
things.
Look, man,
But-
I am an iceberg, but the iceberg is also just more filth and garbage and just detritus. Yeah.
Oh, the detritus. Oh, so much. It's so bad.
We're just
I've had
gross
that conversation with more than one friend. Some version of a female friend going, some version of you're one of the good ones or you're better than other guys. Or it's like, no, I'm not. I'm just as horrible as every guy you know. I just know to be ashamed of myself.
Right.
That's
Which
the
is-
only
which honestly-
difference.
I have to say, it does make you better than that. Because most of them don't fucking know to be fucking ashamed.
I don't
And that's
assault
it.
people.
Well, because you're not a shitty person. I
No.
mean, like, that's it.
No, I'm a horrible person. I just
Okay,
don't
okay.
act
You're
out
just
on all
not-
these horrible things.
Right. There's a
Yeah.
difference between
Horrible.
having animalistic instincts and acting on them. But you know what? Oh man, is this? I can't believe I don't have this yet, Chris. Keep doing that. I'm gonna make you full screen. Just keep doing that, and then do the hand fart thing too. Oh man, double trouble. I bet Rowan's sad he missed this.
You clip it, send it to him.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Anyway, that was the punchline.
That was
It certainly
that
did.
was the week that was.
Mm-hmm. I really do think you should watch Severance. It's 9 episodes. It's
Is
a hell of
that
a ride.
Is that the Ben what's his name thing?
Yeah, Ben from Parks and Rec is in it. Adam Scott. Ben Stiller?
Isn't it a Stiller?
It is.
Joint?
He directed most of the episodes.
It's a Stiller joint.
Yeah, it's a Red Hour Ben.
You know what's weird? If you go back and watch that first season of New Girl,
Yeah.
fucking Peyton Reed directed a bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
It's weird how many
Yeah.
people directed like random episodes of television.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Ryan Johnson is one. He's
Also,
directed a bunch of Breaking Bad episodes. He would do like 1 or 2 per season.
Marin's girlfriend, who unfortunately passed away, was I mentioned during the last one. Yeah. She directed a couple of episodes. It's really weird, like the level of talent that they hit on some of these things.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Fuck,
sorry,
man.
So should we fuck off into the night as well? We're at 2:35.
We're not doing an Irishman. We're just not going to do it.
No.
Like, that's another hour. I haven't eaten really all
Unless
day.
you want to do like the smoothed out thing to make me look young while I go, ow.
Yeah, and you wear your platform shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for Rowan making the spine joke. He's like, I didn't give you a dust pass, motherfucker. That was funny as shit.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna time code the shit out of this because there's some bits in here that I really enjoyed.
You should.
So I'll just go back.
We're workshopping for our
Daddy.
off-Broadway play.
Yeah.
Just for Daddy. That's so much better.
Just for Daddy.
and one for Daddy.
There's Andy Daly, who used to be on Mad TV, and
I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
I often
and he
enjoy
plays
him.
a character on Comedy Bang Bang and on other. He plays it on Super Ego too.
You mean Comedy Bang Bang, a Comedy Bang Bang,
Comedy Bang Bang, Comedy Bang.
He is a singular talent.
Reggie Watts.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good. He made people like James Corden. I'm fine with James Corden. He shouldn't flap his dick in people's faces.
He really needs to shut up. Yeah.
And he should, yeah.
And I greatly enjoyed the carpool karaoke. I'll not lie.
I hate it.
I was entertained. Well, go fuck
well,
yourself.
you know what? I like
because you're the
Broadway.
enemy of joy.
I like
you're the enemy of joy.
This is true.
Yes.
Joy and time are the ultimate enemies. But I did like the Broadway one with
that was great
with the aforementioned. No, it was it Audra McDonald? Yeah, that's who it was. I got her and Renee Elise Goldsberry confused for a bit until I realized.
Wait, are you telling you can't tell the difference between black women?
Well, they all look the same.
Trying to say?
But then I realized. And look, that's just a fact. That's an objective fact. And facts don't care about your feelings, you snowflake. Anyway, Ben Shapiro's good and great. We love to see it.
Okay.
Until I realized that I had an enormous
who's the greater
crush
talent
well, again, we're getting to it. I have an enormous crush on Renee Elise Goldsberry, so I will have to say that she is the greater talent because she makes my heart go pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
And she is utterly stunning.
She's
and
stunning.
Somehow,
but like
becomes
that's not
better looking as she gets older.
I don't understand
it. Humans don't work that way.
52.
She's 2 years older than me, and look how shitty I look.
Yeah, and like just for reference sake,
and I can't rap nearly that fast.
Hold on, let's do it. By the way, I think "Satisfied" is a better song than "One Last Time."
Oh my God, "Satisfied" is an amazing song. Yeah. But "One Last Time" is like the
"One Last Time" is good. It's a good musical song, but like the reason I like Hamilton is because...
Have you watched the Disney Plus recording of it?
I got Apple TV Plus, and I'm watching that for the next at least week, perhaps month, and then I'll go back to other things.
Until...
I'm watching Schmigadoon, ya fucking slut.
Are you watching that
now? Bitch. Yeah, I started the
How
first.
How far in are you?
I started the first episode. I saw the first episode, so I have the whole premise. Martin Short shows up. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
so
Hold on. Is that the right one? No, it's not.
No, it's always the right one.
It is.
Or,
it is.
I'm sorry. Eventually, it will be the right one.
It gets us all, just
It's
like
what
time.
gets you.
It's
Roger
the great
Ebert.
enemy. Anyway,
That's what
Martin
Roger
Short,
Ebert's saying. It's like, if something else doesn't get you, if you don't get hit by a bus, eventually cancer gets you.
Yeah, no, that's
And then
literally
what
it.
got
It's just
him?
like your body telling you, hey,
Yeah.
by the way, it's time
Out.
to go.
You're out.
You're done.
You're fucking
Your
out.
time's up.
Yeah, this is make room.
Hashtag time's up.
You are fertilizer for the next asshole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Martin
we could do
Short
this
shows up as a
wonderful.
fucking leprechaun.
I know.
And
the
it's
forced
great.
perspective.
And it's great, the forced perspective. I love it. I love everything about it.
beautiful.
I
And
love how
written
all
by-
of the sets are fucking
written
so
by the
fake.
guy. Oh, written by the guy who did the fucking Minions movies.
And directed by the guy who directed the first Men in Black movie. Barry fucking Sonnenfeld directed
is it
the
really
fucking
Barry
pilot.
Sonnenfeld?
No shit. And like
Ugh.
all of the talent in that show, Fred Armisen, Kristen Chenoweth, fucking
Amazing. We were just talking about
who's
the
the
other
fucking
day.
mayor? Alan Cumming. Aaron
great.
Tveit is I don't know if I'm saying his fucking name right, but he is a fucking Broadway
And-
like
And the
legend,
Cecily-
neo legend, and
and
we were gonna get there. Cecily Strong is
Is
my
great.
is another crush of mine.
But nothing beats national treasure Keegan Michael Key. Who is
he's
great
playing
in
the straight man.
everything.
It's so good.
He
Please
does-
don't get too far into it because
No,
I've only seen the
nothing.
first one.
All I was
but
going
just
to say
like,
is he is great in everything he does. He elevates everything he does.
I think so too.
There's
Yeah.
a movie, I want to say it's called Playing with Fire. It's the John Cena movie where they play like they're like fire rangers, where
What
they're
the
like fire
fuck?
rescue
no,
guys.
I've never heard of this movie.
Oh my god! It is fun. It is genuinely
Because
fun.
I like John Cena
He's great.
and I like Keegan Michael Key. And
He
you know who
is-
else is great? Who you wouldn't think was great because of kind of the way they look and the way they may be typecast? Mm-hmm. Channing fucking Tatum.
No, he's great. We talked about
We
him.
talked about this, didn't we?
We
Yep.
talked about him. The Catch movies, if you will, and fucking the first
the Jump
Magic
Street
Mike movie.
movies.
Yeah, the Catch movies. And
do
the
you say
I'm sorry,
Catch?
Catch. I was going 21 Jump Street. I was going Catch 22. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay.
And the movie
Did you see
is-
the Catch-22 show, by the way?
No, I can't watch it.
Okay.
I
liked
love Yossarian. I remember being in summer school reading that. And did you ever read the book?
No. That's probably why I like the show.
There's a whole bit where they're having their question and answer period, and they had a part where the people who were asking the questions were asking questions that they didn't like answering, so eventually they'd only answer questions from people who weren't asking questions, so there weren't any questions. But there'd be a whole part, what happened to the old man who used to push me on the swings? Why is Hitler? And of course, balls. And 15-year-old Chris hit his head on the desk to keep from yelping in class from laughing at
I
that.
can't believe they taught this fucking book in schools. That's
Balls.
so good because
No,
it's so
no, they weren't teaching it. I was reading it.
Really,
while I
they
wasn't
didn't
paying attention.
teach it in school.
I was not. I was reading it while not paying attention in summer
Oh,
school.
well, that's the best.
Yeah.
I love I took a piano class because it was mandatory, and this was the
Sure.
only time that I played piano regularly, and then I didn't again for 10 years until I started playing, like I do now.
Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry. Playing with Fire stars John Cena, and it has Keegan Michael Key, and it has John Leguizamo in
Johnny Legs.
supporting parts. We watched it twice in the theater because it's so much fun. It is really worth watching.
When did it come out?
2019, so right before
Okay.
everything shut
Okay,
down.
so that makes
And
sense that I didn't hear about
and
it.
Keegan Michael Key is always
He's always good.
great. He's always great.
There's
always.
this movie, The Bubble, on Netflix.
Yeah, it was okay.
Judd Apatow.
It's a Judd
It's
Apatow.
fine. It's one of.
His-
Did you call him Judd Apatow?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? but I will say he has.
It's
great
one of his
ideas.
weaker movies.
He has great
because
ideas
he
on
made
comedy.
he made the 40-year-old version.
Yeah, he did, and he made Knocked Up.
Knocked Up, and I
which
think he did
has
Superbad.
great asides. He produced Superbad.
Okay,
It's not his movie.
Okay, because Superbad is like the funniest of those.
He was
I think.
involved. I will say the Trainwreck. was great.
Trainwreck
He
is
was involved in
fucking
that.
great. John
Trainwreck-
Cena's in that.
Yeah, he's great in that.
Yeah.
This is a separate conversation. I don't think this is a spoiler alert anymore. But this is a separate
Are you sure?
conversation.
We're talking about movies that are less than
Who's
50
the
years old.
best? Yeah, there you go. Who is the best wrestler turned actor? And
Dave
there's
Bautista.
Yes.
Dave Bautista.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is the
Second,
best
John
actor.
Cena.
Second,
Who?
rest in peace, Roddy Piper. They live.
I have not seen him in things.
Ooh. It's a John Carpenter movie.
What's the movie?
They Live.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you Google "They Live" and look at the images
on a
that come
streaming
up,
service.
and you'll know exactly.
It's probably on
you,
fucking HBO.
You don't even have to watch it.
No, I do. I someone made a video essay and referenced this movie.
Wait, did you just
so
go
much.
Mexican for a second?
Hey, someone referenced the video essay. You know what I'm saying?
That's just for you. Know what
That's
I'm
just for
saying?
me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm married to a half Puerto Rican woman, so
Oh, so you
I
can do
still
that.
can't say
Okay,
it.
I
No,
can't.
Totally can't.
You
I totally
can't?
can't do it. No.
Okay.
I'm the only non-Latin person in my house.
Escape from New York is now on Amazon Prime, and I am going to watch it.
Ooh. I
Going to
wonder
watch
how
it.
it holds up.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it?
I just saw Big Trouble in Little China.
I saw
like
it as a child.
3 months ago.
I saw it as a child.
That sounds like a problem.
Along with The Shining.
I saw Jurassic Park as a child, but like
Still never seen it.
Spielberg makes.
Still never seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never
okay.
seen ID4 either. I just never got around
You
to
don't need to see Independence Day. It's
I don't feel
fun,
like I
but it's
do.
not good. If you see one Will Smith movie that came out in the mid to late 90s, watch Men in Black. It's
Saw
a
it,
fucking
loved it.
good time.
I liked all three. I'll say it.
I liked the third one and the
Third one was
first one.
great.
I watched the second one again. I watched them all. Are you being
Sorry, my
invaded?
printer is making noises in the
What
background.
the
It's
fuck? Is it
weird.
a fax machine?
No,
Are you
it's
being
fine.
hacked?
No, maybe. Hope so. What else?
Have you seen Fringe?
Frang?
Fringe, yeah, Gus Fring. Have you seen Fringe? Fringe, the show Fringe.
No.
Oh wow, that
go back.
seems like it would be right up
Wait,
your
go
alley.
back. Lots of things
Typewriters.
are.
Ghost typewriters.
Typewriters. I like typewriters.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't care about typewriters. But
It's fine. Tom Hanks has all of them.
It's
anyway.
a John Carpenter movie. All you have to do is
on it.
just
It's-
Google it and then hit image, and you will see that is where Obey originated. The whole gist of it is we've already been taken over, and we don't even know it. And Roddy Piper's character gets sunglasses that lets
I
him
see.
see the shit. It is decades ahead of its time.
Yep. Well, Carpenter and Verhoeven, I think, were just like, I won't say prophets, but like they saw it. They were oh, here's where we're going. Let's make a movie about it.
They could see the code.
Yeah, exactly.
They could
like the
definitely
fucking
see
Matrix.
the
Yeah.
code. They could but interesting and good and not like lumpy and bullshit.
Well, look, man.
With
I was
dusters.
fucking 10 when I saw that movie.
Yeah, you
so
were.
you will never be able to unconvince me that The Matrix is it fucking
boring.
changed cinema,
So
but also
boring.
it ruined it just the same way that like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg did with Jaws and Star Wars.
Yeah, they ruined films. There's no
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. That doesn't mean they're not fun, and I don't have fun with movies still.
No, they're wonderful.
And I
But,
still
like,
do like big blockbuster nonsense. Like I'm excited to see Avatar. I'm gonna wait another month until it's on Disney Plus, but I am excited to see it because apparently it's better than the first one, and the first one is fine but beautiful.
I never got near it. That much like when the when the wife and the children tonight decided to watch Lord of the Rings again. I'm like, this is my chance to leave the room.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. It's fine. Here's the thing. I have been nerd adjacent most of my life, but I'm not. My interests don't. Occasionally they intersect, but a lot of the time they don't. Like my interests just aren't there. You know, they're kind of over here, and occasionally they'll go together, but a lot of the time they don't. And Lord of the Rings, I got bored. The movie I liked was the middle one. You know, like, it doesn't make any sense.
The first one's the best one. I liked the middle one my first go round, and then it took me a while to get back to him, and then I had a friend who
I felt so bad.
Who sat me down, got me really high, and watched me the extended edition of Fellowship.
Sorry, sat me down and got me really high is a very funny sentence.
I don't think it was in that order. I think we went outside, we got really high, then we sat down and we watched the extended edition, and then we stopped when the pipe weed showed up, because in the extended editions they smoke pipe weed, and so the hobbits and Gandalf are high throughout the entire fucking thing.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty great. Like,
Because
after they flood in the second one, which has the best like scenes in it, I think, like the best big scenes.
Sure.
With like the Isengard battle with the Ints and shit. That's rad. That's fucking
Trees.
rad. Yeah. Ints talk like slowly. Right. And so basically the Ints are an analog for the pacing of the Lord of the Rings movies. But
I just, like, I couldn't get through that, but like I had my moment. Like, I was like, I read a lot of SF in high school.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say that I read enough of it not to call it sci-fi. But
Right.
like,
Hey man, I played a sci-fi con in Pittsburgh at the end
I
of
know.
last
We
the
almost
back
met
half of
up,
last
remember?
Year.
But,
Yeah,
like, some
but
shit
then
was
you were
happening.
like, "Oh, I'm not going to stop in Pittsburgh."
Well, no, it was more of you couldn't be fucking bothered to stay in Pittsburgh long.
I was in Pittsburgh for 3 days.
It's not really enough.
I finished writing a song. That's
Oh
so
my
much
God.
time for me.
Pittsburgh is just such a great food
It was
town.
outside of Pittsburgh. It
And
was
it's
wherever
so-
Michael Keaton was born. Let's
Can't
see.
answer that. But I was amazed the difference between how Baltimore has not rebounded after and Pittsburgh has was so instructive of the
Look at the
differences.
demographics.
It made me so sad. It just made me sad.
Hold on.
I am going to have to fuck off.
Coraopolis.
Cora.
Coraopolis. Cora, like Cora, Opolis, like a city.
Now that sounds made up, or a movie by that guy who doesn't make any fucking sense anymore. The guy
M.
who
Night
did
Shyamalan.
Inception. The Inception.
Oh,
guy.
Chris Nolan.
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
made
seen
fucking
his last one, but Oppenheimer looks good. But you know,
I heard good things, but like that last one, that like maybe it's a
Tenet?
time travel movie, but you can't.
it's called Tenet.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody
Tenet.
can understand what the fuck is going on, and they purposely pitch it so you can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Well, if you didn't know that he had issues with people hearing his dialogue from The Dark Knight Rises, then you
Is
haven't
it just
been.
insecurity?
I have
Like,
no
I
clue.
can't
I think he
write
just thinks he's
dialogue?
being an auteur. I think that's it. I think he thinks he's being cute.
I'm sorry, that was me dying from
Yeah,
boredom
okay.
of that bullshit.
Well,
I
yeah,
find that
it's bullshit. I
find
think
that
he's a great filmmaker, but
unbelievably. Yes, he's a wonderful filmmaker who made bad Batman movies. Because Batman
I think The Dark
idiot.
Knight is a fucking terrific movie. It's too long.
Batman movie.
You could shave. You could,
not a
but it's
Batman
not a
movie.
good Batman movie.
Mm-mm.
It's a great Joker movie,
Sure,
and
No.
I think Two-Face is done very well in it.
it's fine.
And
It-
I'm interested in seeing how they'll do
facilitates-
Two-Face in the new Batman
It
movies.
facilitates a great version of the Joker, but those three movies,
He's such a fucking bad
he's an
Batman.
idiot. He's an idiot.
The fact that Ben Affleck is the best on-screen Batman
Since
in
Keaton.
cinema,
Since Keaton,
I think he's better than Keaton. I think he's a better.
there's
I
a
don't
case
know,
to
man.
be made. There's a
I
case
think
to be made.
maybe they're tied. I don't know. We'll see with the
I will
Flash.
say, yeah.
We'll
I
see with the
will
Flash,
say
which I can't believe I'm saying this. and I don't know if it's
it looks
true.
so good. It looks so
But
good.
it looks amazing, and I think I may see it in theaters.
I'm gonna have to.
I may buy a
even
ticket to
though
another movie.
I don't want that.
I'm gonna do
person
it in the
to
middle
be-
of the day. I'm gonna buy
don't
a
want-
ticket to
Sure.
an indie film or some shit, and then I'll just go and I'll watch The
You're
Flash.
gonna hide. Yeah, sure. You don't want anybody to know. I get it. It's the shame. It's a shame.
It's like, no, this is my
But
ticket for Banshees of
I will
Inisherin
say-
2. But
that movie.
did you see it?
Yeah.
I loved it, man.
It had things go watch it again.
Oh,
It had things that I loved about it, but all that stupid digit stuff is just so dumb.
it's so Martin McDonough. And it's like
But I'll be
that's
honest,
the
the
bit of
movie-
it that I
the movie they did together before isn't a good movie.
Which one? Well,
The one-
they've done 3 movies together.
The director and those 2 actors did a movie.
Oh, In Bruges.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
I like
Watch
In
it
Bruges.
again. It's not a good movie.
Okay, I own it, so I'll watch it
Sure,
again.
watch it again. It's not a good movie.
Okay.
It has magnetic leads. It has propulsion. It makes you feel like something's happening, but it's not good. But
Okay.
that is a separate conversation.
No, that's
two
the
of them-
Spider-Man conversation,
Yeah, well,
and that'll be the title of the next episode.
the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man
conversation.
conversation. That's such a fucking 70s ass title for a thing. That's like a title of Poker Face. Like a Poker Face episode would be called the Spider-Man
Poker Face.
conversation.
Po.
And they never use that fucking song.
I love them for not using the
Yeah.
song.
The show is very good. If you do like
I've heard such good things.
if you like these detective style sort of things, a
Although I
whodunit sort of
don't
thing.
I like a whodunit if it's not too convoluted and dumb.
Yeah, like Knives Out is a very Agatha
couldn't make it through-
Christie
I couldn't make it through Knives
convoluted.
Out. I got
I
bored.
loved it, and I loved Glass
I
Onion
checked out
as well.
Isn't it weird when we don't like something?
We love it. We love to see
Yeah.
it. That's what the Spider-Man question will be about. That'll be the episode. The whole
I'm
episode will be
very
just
curious.
shit that
There
we don't
might have to
agree
be-
about. I want
there might have to
it.
be an
There should be a
episode
mediator.
about, like,
there should
I'll
be
have to
someone else here.
rewatch- I'll have to rewatch Spider-Man at some point because I know there are going to be problematic things, and I know
Okay,
there were things
how about
that I got
this?
caught up
Let's-
in
let's-
emotionally.
Let's say we'll each watch one thing that we're so I'll watch In Bruges. Or something else. What else? Banshees of Inisherin is still on HBO.
Yeah,
and
it's just not. There were things that I liked it, and I can understand why people liked it,
Yeah.
but it's dumb. He cuts fingers off. Throws fingers door.
Whoa.
Spoilers, sorry.
Yeah.
You already
okay.
saw it. Who am I spoiling it for? Nobody's watching.
Hey, man, that one person may jump back on.
Are you sure that isn't you?
No, it wasn't. I didn't
You
check
have it
the
on
stream at
another
all.
screen?
The one time
I would love to hear from that. If there is somebody watching, if you are watching this
fucking
right
hell,
now,
man.
fucking
Please
comment.
drop
You
it
are
in the
our next
comments.
guest.
Oh
You
my
are
God.
our next guest.
Please.
Oh my God, I have so many questions.
Yeah. Is it Schadenfreude? Are you like? Yeah. No, that's the Stevie Wonder album. That
Sharbadar Bar?
Yeah.
Garsharbadar?
Yeah. Ponfar. Yeah. Schmigadoon. Yeah.
Punch Far. That series is so much fun.
And it's only 6 episodes. The
no
episodes are 30
spoilers.
minutes long.
No
I fucking
spoilers.
love it. I'll be
I will
done with it tonight.
Ooh, I will be very interested. No spoilers. I will be
Season 2 comes out
interested-
in April.
Yes, Chicago. I will be very
What?
curious to see.
What? Never mind.
I didn't write it. I will be very curious to see how you feel about the series as a whole and about the ending.
Well, look, I love diegetic musicals. So we've talked about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is a diegetic musical because
I don't
Rebecca
know
Bunch.
that term.
Diegetic means that the stuff that's happening in the film, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, when Peter Quill is listening to his stuff, but that's also the soundtrack that's playing, that's diegetic. When there's just a soundtrack, like in Dune, that's non-diegetic. So I love... Yeah. Hey Hans, you gotta pay us for that. Hold on, let's get it clean. Hold on. Okay, Hans? $50,000 each. That's a fucking bargain, bitch.
Bargain!
Right. Bargain.
We're talking studio money.
Basement bargain.
You motherfuckers.
Anyway, I fucking love a diegetic musical.
In this economy.
You know what? I mean, the nerve.
You need to go watch.
You
once
need to
watch the
find
Goldman
Jesus.
Special, you need some Jesus.
No, but Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, like I said, it's one of my favorite shows, and I think it's. Hold on.
You're almost there. There it is.
I'm not there yet, man. But no, you know what? Now I'm remembering this. I used to do this at camp. I used to make fart noises with my elbow, with my underarm, and with this.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. So what do you think? Are we taking this in for a landing?
I think we're gonna.
Wait. We obviously have to go another 30 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to hit the 3-hour mark. Are we gonna cheers?
So what was the? I'm out. Oh wait, no, I have a little left.
Fuck yeah, bitch. All right. Yep. Nope. It's midnight. We're at the stroke of midnight, everybody.
Stroking. Mm-hmm. Clarence Carter. Oh shit, Clarence Carter.
Be stroking.
Cut it.
Stroking to the left. Stroking to the right. Stroking everybody.
It was a
I'll
line
stroke
dance.
you all.